He went, don't eat him. You eat him, you're out of football for good. So I just I jumped straight over, grabbed him, and just pulled him down the thing, and I just went boom, boom, like that. I've got to say, he's the worst person I've ever met through football. Ever. You're right, and I'm like looking at him, I'm thinking, holy shit, we're the Spice Girls. If you don't get off the bus, I will kill you. The lads are banging on the bus going, cheerio, cheerio. We're in like a possession game. They've got eggs in the pocket and they're running past each other, egging people. First drink, lager snake bite at 30.
School next day.
We've come in, like, he's still pissed. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, Gaffer's still absolutely lagging. He went, I'm going to find you. So I'm going to find your week's wages. I went, what are you fucking nuts? I'm not having it.
Just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to everybody who signed up to the private members club so far. The support has been outstanding. And if you want to continue supporting the podcast and getting that extra content at the same time, just get on over to www.patreon.com/Undr The Cosh. And if you don't know, for the £2 a month, you get full membership to the private members club, which gets you those 2 extra episodes every month. Ian Holloway coming up this Thursday is the very first bonus episode of the private members club. And on top of that, you also get early bird access to tickets for the upcoming live shows, as well as all the back catalogue completely ad-free. And if you want a bit extra, on top of the 2 bonus episodes every month, you can sign up to the £5 tier, which not only gets you those 2 extra episodes and everything else that the first tier provides, but also you get every episode, every week, 24 hours before release, and some extra bonus content as well, a few extra stories, a bit of Q&A, and then on top of that, it couldn't get any better, you also get entry to the Undr The Cosh Tombola, yes, where we've got some cracking prizes, believe me. So if you have signed up already, once again, thank you. It really does go a long way in helping us improve the podcast and getting those big name guests that we really want to hear from. So yeah, thank you. It really does help, and we really do appreciate your support. So if you do want to get involved, if you want to join up to the private members club, get on over to www.patreon.com/Undr The Cosh. The link's in the description. It'd be great to have you. And once again, a massive thank you to everyone who supported the podcast so far. Right, let's get cracking. Geoff Horsfield, how are we doing?
I'm really good, mate. Really, really good.
I didn't realise you were from Barnsley.
You can't tell me the accent.
Well, I can now.
You've lost it a bit. I knew you were, but yeah.
To be fair, a lot of people down here say I've got a Brummie twang. Yeah. I said bab a lot.
Yeah.
Instead of love.
There's a lot of good things come out of Barnsley, you know.
There's Barnsley heavy on this podcast.
Can we just clear some up as well, Geoff, right?
Yep.
I'm talking sort of 10 years ago.
Oh, for God's sake.
Because was Barnsley like fucking Ibiza on a night out?
Wellington Street.
Oh my
wow. Wellington Street, man.
I told you. It was fucking sensational.
You could not do a pub crawl, even if you did a bottle or half a lager. You couldn't get through the pub. I think there were 45 or 50 pubs in a mile radius.
So that's
I'm starting to believe that.
I'm fucking, mate, I don't tell lies, honest John.
It's going to come back if we carry on.
Seriously.
Invest in Wellington Street.
The theatre downstairs.
Oh, Jesus.
Gone down them steps a few times.
We're getting back up the fuckers that were problem.
So I lost the bet this morning, and I had to bring up Jim Gannon. So somebody said, do not mention Jim Gannon to Geoff Horsfield, but I've got to.
What can I say about him? Put him this way, he's not on my Christmas card list.
Because basically Popey told it, didn't he? I don't think Popey was there, was he?
No, Popey wasn't there.
I think he knew the lads who were in the team, so relayed the story.
He come back when Mickey come back,
yeah.
And Jim Gannon got the sack, obviously for poor results, but there's not many people I can say in football, no matter who I've played against. I've watched some of the podcasts with Matt Kilgallen who I've played against. He's like people like Jonathan Woodgate, all the good players who I've had battles with. You know, it's like have an elbow bang, headbutt Chris Morgan from Barnsley. Yeah. First played against him, and he went, "Fancy it, dear?" I went, "Yeah, come on, we'll have it." So first ball, bang, straight at back at head there, split my head. Just looked up and went, "You do know you're getting it, don't you?" And he went, "Yeah, I'm waiting for it." So second half, boom, come across with an elbow, split his eye straight across that. And he's just got up and went, "Good one." off he went for stitches, come back on, and ended up playing with him at Sheffield United. But that's what kind of people, and I'm best mates with him. As soon as you come off the pitch, it's done.
Yeah.
Go and have a beer.
Shake his hand.
Go and have a beer in the bar, like rugby lads do and all that. But I can categorically say he's the worst person I've ever met through football. Ever. God forbid if I meet him again. God forbid. It was just... He come in. Mickey Adams got the...
this is Port Vale, isn't it?
Yeah, that Port Vale. Mickey Adams got the Sheffield United job. I was his player assistant manager. So we'd only got 4 staff. So we'd got no money. So me, Mark Grew, the physio, and Mickey Adams when we started. And then the youth team set up. So we got no money. Jim Gannon come in. And he come in and he just... Mark Grew just said to me, he said, listen... He's one of them players where he's supposed to have got a good coaching knowledge, but as a man management, non-existent. Well, that goes against my grain. I love good coaching and everything, but I think the managers I've played under, Keegan, Brian Robson, do you know what I mean? People like that, Steve Bruce, the man's men, and they say it how it is. And he went behind my back, he really did. So, not too fond of him, if I'm brutally honest.
In what? How did he go behind your back?
Well, we had a game on. I think we were 3rd in the league when Mickey left. And I took over on the Saturday. We played Rotherham, so me and Mark Grew got the job. Rotherham away, they were about 5th. In 40 minutes into the game, keeper gets sent off. About 20 minutes, the centre half gets off, so we're 3-0 down straight away. So I'm thinking, great manager this time. We end up getting beat 5-0, and then we end up playing Burton on the Monday. Well, I knew Jim Gannon won in the crowd, and I'd heard whispers that he'd already got the job. So we beat Burton 3-0, which were a good win. Went back to top of the league, but Jim Gannon come in. But after about 5 or 6 games, we played Stevenage, and we got beat 3-0. The worst thing about it was, he were coming after the game. All the fans are going absolutely bananas, Port Vale fans. He's going up to them while they're doing the warm down. He's shaking their hands, rubbing their head. This is the Stevenage players.
Oh, not
the Port Vale players. So I am stood there thinking, what are you doing? You're not looking good to the fans and everybody else and his own players who are supposed to respect a manager. So on the Thursday, I went courting Barnsley actually as a character reference. I want the bad boy or somebody else. I was being a good lad. And our character reference, so I asked him, I said, listen, can I have Thursday off? Because I'm in court all day. And he went, not a problem, Geoff, see you Friday. Well, Mark Grew were behind me. And unfortunately, 2 youth team players were cleaning the balls at the side. I said, all right, no worries. So I've come in Friday morning, knock on the door, chairman. He's come in and said, need to see you in the boardroom. What the fuck's up? And he just went, just come up and see me. So I've gone up, there's an A4 size piece of paper. The above mentioned of staff, Geoff Horsfield, has gone AWOL from training on Thursday. He's been disruptive in training, blah, blah, blah. He's not doing this, not doing that. And I've gone, I'm going to kill the cunt. That was my first words, chairman. Boom. Give me coffee, went everything. I've started storming down the stairs at Port Vale. He said, whoa, get back here. He said, we've got Aldershot. He says, we've lost 4 games out of 5. We've gone from 3rd in the league or 2nd in the league to 12, 13s. We're not winning games. He's not bothered if we're not winning games. So we've got Aldershot away. He said, listen, if we get beat, you and Gruey will get the job again, kind of thing. He said, it looks like he'll get the sack.
Hang fire.
So, just hang fire.
What's your relationship like with him prior to that, though?
Absolutely shocking. I've spoke more on here than I spoke to him in 3 months, and now he's assistant manager. As an assistant manager, you knock on the door, and now we're learning. So I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn how to manage, because I wanted to get... what I'm doing now is totally different. It's massive, which we'll talk about, but I wanted to get into football at that time, and I thought, well, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try it. But he totally, and that's why I come out of football. I really didn't. He never spoke to you. You knock on the door, what do you want, gaffer? Nothing, I'll do it. Nothing, I'll do it. So I just stood there.
So he didn't really need an assistant manager, did he?
He wanted... I think it's Alan Lord and somebody else who were his assistant at Stockport and Motherwell, wherever he was. He wanted him in. Well, I were on pittance anyway. You're not on good money.
Yeah. Thing is, whether he wanted an assistant manager or not, you don't go on like that. You play the game.
I don't know what I were owed. I don't know. It might have been 12, 13 grand, because this was like March. So my contract were up in July. And I kept saying to him, I must have said it 5 times, listen, if you don't want me, give me my cheque, I'll fuck off. So I've done it. I've gone through football like that. I've got clubs promoted in from the Championship. Boom, boom, boom. Get into Premier League. It's fuck off. You're not getting enough. All right, then. See you later. Back down at Championship. But that's that. I was a good Championship player. I played in Premier League. Don't get me wrong, and I was blessed to play in the Premier League. But I was always a good Championship player. and I did well in the Championship. But
as long as you got your check to leave,
exactly.
everyone's happy.
And I just went, it won't really about the money. I won't give me my money, and I'll go and find something else to do. And he went, no. And I must have said it 4 or 5 times. No, I want you here. I want this. I want that. So then we've gone down to training. My blood's boiling. I'm slightly going, I'm going to kill the cunt. I don't know when, but I'm going to kill him. How would you call it? Like steam. So rang Mickey up, because I'm not doing anything. So I got my phone in my pocket, which you're not supposed to have, but I got my phone in my pocket. I rang him up and I went, Mickey. I said, he went, you're joking. He went, don't hit him. You hit him, you're out of football for good. I said, I know. I said, but look what he's done.
I want to.
I said, I want to kill him. He went, I know you do. He said, but don't do it. So we've got on the bus, had his food upstairs and all that, got on the bus, and you know the card tables at the front, all the players are at the back, I'm stood at the front. He's got his laptop here, he's got laminated sheets, and for set players, you know, you've either got to pick number 5 up or number 6, blah blah blah, follow him everywhere you go. He's got 15 of these sheets. If he comes off, you're doing that. If he's doing that, so it was too complicated for League 2 players. They didn't have a fucking clue what they were doing. So going back to it, Saturday, he's on his laptop, and I'm physio's outside of me, I'm looking at him like that. I went, fuck it, he's getting it, fuck it. My head had just gone. So it had just gone, and I mean gone, like it did on field. And I'm just looking at him, staring at him like that, and I went, oh, you cunt. I says, have you lied about me? And he went, no, what? I said, did you say I could have the day off on Thursday? He went, yeah, why? I went, boom. What's that? Bang. And he went, So I just I jumped straight over, grabbed him, and just pulled him down the thing, and I just went boom, like that. And he's like, whoa.
I'm sorry, Mickey, I had to do it.
So this happened, and I've gone. And the worst thing about it, I just went into a rant, and when you get angry, sometimes you don't know what you're saying. And I did mention, I'd got an house with a pool at the time, and I did mention a swimming pool and saying you'll never get one or something like that. I can't remember which one. It's bang out of road, because I'm not like that. I'm not big headed or anything like that. But I just and then I mentioned Match of the Day. I said, have you ever been on Match of the Day? Like that. I just gave him it in front of all the lads. All the lads are just sat there going, all like that. And then halfway down, I said, listen, you better get off the bus. If you don't get off the bus, I will kill you. And I mean it. You're getting it off me. So he's gone, bus driver, will you just pull up? So he's pulled up on the hard shoulder, just before the services. I think it's junction, which one's the M6 from Stoke? Or junction 14 or 13. Yeah, so right. I don't know which one it is. So he's got his suit carrier, got off the bus, got it over his shoulder, got his bag like that.
He took his laminated sheets.
The lot, the laptop. I'd have nicked the laptop if he wouldn't have took that. So he's walking down the hard shoulder, all the lads are banging on the bus going, cheerio, like that. They'd got no respect for him at all. He'd do his team talks and they'd go and have a shit, they'd walk out, they just wouldn't listen to him, would not listen to him. When he was talking, they'd be going, all right mate, what are we doing tonight? We're having a beer and all that, while he's doing his team talk.
He wouldn't bollock anyone.
He wouldn't bollock anyone. He was supposed to be this big hard Sheffield United centre half and all this, and he was nothing. He was ridiculous. I can remember a training session when the lads were in like a possession game. They'd got eggs in the pocket and they're running past each other, egging people. You asking in the port like, I'm just stood there laughing, and physio's gone, are you going to say out? I went, nah. I said, you don't let me say out anyway. Yeah. Team talks. So I said, why should I? So, egging. I've never seen it ever in my life. I'm thinking he just lost total discipline and total respect. They weren't interested in him at all. They never played 5-a-side. Don't get me wrong, some of his sessions were brilliant. You watched them and went, wow, that works, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Some shooting drills that I'd never seen and different things, but it were all on. He wanted us to play like Barcelona. We were Port Vale in League 2. And Mickey always said, get them as fit as you can. League 2 in one place. Don't get me wrong, they've got to play football, but the fitter they are, the better they'll be. And that's what you've got to do at that level. So we're going down the M6. And I thought, fucking hell, I'm going to have to phone chairman here.
So he's off.
He's gone. He's in the services. He's in the service having a Costa. He must have been.
Who do you think he's called? Like, imagine trying to explain what's happened to someone.
I ain't got a clue. But don't forget, he's the manager. I'm the assistant. It should be me that got off, not him. So I'm thinking. I'm looking at my phone, thinking, do I? So I think I text Mickey first. I went, I've only done it. And he went, I've heard, it's on Sky Sports. And what do you mean? So as soon as he's put, it's on Sky Sports, chairman's rang me. He's gone, what you done? I've gone, well, Mr. Chairman. I didn't say anything. I said, we just did a bit of set to and all that. He said, were there any violence? I went, nah. I said, we're just talking and all that. I said, well, a lot of swearing and that. I went, yeah, of course there's going to be swearing. All right, he said, you need to get off the bus. So I had to get off the bus at Junction 6. The Armada pub, which, I don't know if you know this area, but Villa and Blues hate each other with a vengeance. It's like Celtic and Rangers. I've got off the bus and thought, I need a pint. So I've walked into this pub and it's just full of Villa. And on Sky Sports it's gone Busgate, something, Horsfield, and I'm sat there at the bar drinking a pint going, oh my God. So that's how it happened. So the chairman just went, we're going to have to talk, we're going to have to speak. So he said, just come off and I'll speak to you Monday. So they ended up, I think, do you know something? I think they ended up winning or they drawing one apiece, which killed me.
Did he get to game then?
He had to go to game, yeah.
Taxi.
But I'm no word of a lie, I never got off my phone. This is at 1:30, 1:45. I never got off my phone till about 12:30 at night.
Just people ringing you?
Just constantly ringing me, not just press.
Journalists and...
Everybody, just my mates, he went, what's gone off? You've got to have done something. We know what you're like and all this, but that's how it happened. But it's like I said, he's one of the only people that I can't stand in football. I can't stand the fella. Just be honest with me. Yeah. Just say, I don't want you, or they saw that, or off you go. And it just absolutely just killed me. It stopped me loving football, if I'm brutally honest.
Even if he just says, look, we can't afford to give you your money, right? But just stay at home. Yeah. Don't bother coming in.
Or go and do some scouting for me, or go and do this, do you know what I mean? Go and watch games, or just go and do your knowledge kind of thing when you watch it. Nothing.
I wonder what he's thinking when the bus has pulled off. I wonder, and he's got his fucking bag and he's got his suit carried.
It's the players that were banging on the door.
Unbelievable. They must hate me.
He must have thought about chucking the towel in and just saying, right, that's
he must have done.
That's the lowest. Lads saying cheerio out the window.
Yeah.
He must have known that.
I like the way
I've got no respect.
You say that you lost your head when you were on the bus, but you had that letter in your pocket, so there must have been a bit of premeditation.
There was premeditation.
You had it ready.
I just couldn't hold it in. I'm not that kind of person. I think if I'm going to have a row with somebody, or I'm going to have a confrontation, or I think I'm right, I might not be right, but if I think I'm right, then somebody comes back and argues and says, nah, you're not right. I'll look at it and go, oh, no, I'm not. And I'll put my hand, I'll be the first one to go, I apologise. When I got sent off and elbowed and all that, I meant to do him. Or I ain't meant to do him. That's an accident.
Have you spoken to him since?
Nah.
Nothing at all?
Nah, I was going to go to Solihull and just stand at the tunnel and just say, all right, Jimbo, and just wave at him like that. Because after that, I got suspended. The chairman just went, listen, we're going to have to suspend you. He's the manager, can't take. I said, not a problem. I said, but you do know I'm going to seek legal advice. And I was going to seek legal just to really try to clear my name. So I've got an employment lawyer on board. I think I were off for about 7 days. And then he just went, listen, they cannot stop you going to work, no matter if it's a football environment, work environment. You're not guilty because there's been no investigation. Go back to work. So I just went back to work. I used to sit on the edge of the physio room, swinging my legs. And every time he'd come past, I'd just shout, hiya Jimbo. And I'd be in the corridor.
nothing back.
Pinging balls at walls and everything. Just annoying. I was like a school kid. But I was just trying to annoy him. And even when, after about 4 weeks, he got the sack, and we found out he's got the sack, the lads in the changing rooms, he was cleaning his office out, they were cheering. And one of the players, I think it was Gary Roberts, he was a bit of a rogue, good player, but a bit of a rogue.
We've had him on here, he's fucking very much of a rogue.
Which one? The one from Port Vale?
Yeah.
He's a crackpot, man. But I used to coach him, he'd go, he went, I know you've got a bit of money, mate. He said, I'm skidding this week, can you lend me 100 quid? And I won't lend any players like 100 quid or 50 quid, 20 here.
Imagine saying that to your assistant manager.
But that's what he was saying, but he was a gambler. He loved to gamble and he loved the beer and all that. But fuck, he was a player. He was a player, by the way. If he'd have got his head screwed on, he could have gone championship him, at least, because he'd just got the ping and everything. He was really good. But it were him, he was going out, and I think it was, I don't know if it was a comic relief ball, it was something like that, a red ball like that, and he's walking out the door and somebody threw it and it hit him at the back of the head. Jim Gannon hit him at the back of the head and he got in the car and just drove off.
He never said no to that.
He never said no. So what have you had me? He's just thrown that. Just walked off.
It's like a school teacher, isn't it? No, naughty kids. Like, no respect whatsoever.
But like I said, just going back, just be honest with me. Just say, I don't want you involved, I don't want this. That's it.
Yeah, that's what you said. Just stay away.
Stay away.
I'm trying to bring so-and-so in.
Yeah, which I knew.
And you'd have been all right about.
Yeah.
It's a great start to the podcast, though.
Yeah.
It's up there.
I'd like to ask him. I might ask him Saturday.
Oh, just stand there and say, Geoff Horsfield says I Jimbo. He wouldn't say anything, he'd just walk straight past you.
All right, Jim. Geoff sends his regards.
Fuck me, man.
We've had some climbs up the league. I think it's Roy of the Rovers stuff, really. Like Grant Holt, John McGinley, recently. Going from non-league to...
Hey, Havers the Wreck. It's not Roy the Rovers. Havers the Wreck's a fucking established team. Don't you worry about that.
It is now, isn't it?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Did you put them on the map?
It's a proper fucking outfit.
I played for them when I was 13, and everybody else were like 23, 24 year olds, so they're all 10 years older than me. That's why I went into like bricklaying, because everybody else, they're all brickies, chippies, sparkies. But I can always remember, I was Barnsley boys under 11s, under 12s, so I was decent at that age, and then all of a sudden I took a dip for some reason I don't know. My dad went, "Oh, you need to toughen up," kind of thing. So he went. That was his old team. It used to be called Addersley Youth. They used to train at Edward Shearing School, which were right at the top, in a little gym about 3 times bigger than this room. And he said, "I'm going to send you to Porky's." And they call him Porky because he looks like Porky's off the film. That's what he looks like. He's a spitting image of him. If you Google him, see his pictures, like big head and bald head. And he just went, "I'm going to toughen you up." So it was like a 4-a-side, and the old benches, that were the goals, so you got to hit the bench to score. And I'm fucking that. I've got no pubes or anything. I'm 13-year-old. Didn't even want to get in the shower after. I'm thinking, that was my worst worry. Thinking, got to get in the shower with these. I'm seeing myself like that. Oh no. So we've gone in, and first of all, and I think my dad must have said to him, just boot him, just kick him. First one, bang, straight into the boom like that. Boot would have been in the air on the floor like that. And I'm just thinking, freaking hell, after about half an hour, I'm thinking, I'm getting kicked from pillar to post. And one of the lads is calling Ginge. Could have gone to Man U on trial, but he wouldn't leave. Wouldn't leave Alvarez Lurek.
It was so fucking daft.
He's supposed to have gone to Man United, he wouldn't go. There was 2 players, one Dean Croft, who played for Barnsley and got released, but he just said to me, "Don't start kicking people, that's all they're going to do to you." So that's what learnt me how I played. One of them, bang. Dean Croft learnt me that, and he'll always tell you, get in and just go boom like that. But you can't do it now. I'd be absolutely fucked.
Yeah,
we'd be fucked. So I mean, I'd be sent off 3 times a game. But like that's how I got into it, and it was like 13-year-old, and I can remember we played a cup game semi-final, and I was 13 and a half. I got to go to school the day after, and it was like win or lose on the booze, and that was just their motto. So if you played a game, you got 3 beer tokens. So they gave you these 3 beer tokens to put money behind the bar if we were away. First drink, lager snake bite at 30.
School next day.
So they gave me this pint and I'm like, and to be fair, I can never talk, and I couldn't then, but this is what learnt me. This all evolves around, this podcast revolves around pubs and drinking and non-league. So we've got these snake bites, boom, like that, and they're like down there, and I'm there, and I'm going, I'm like a budgie on trill. Just like that, zipping it. So I got to me like 4th one, and I've got that much left. Come on, we're going to the next pub. So I've got to, come on, neck it. So I've just gone, like that, and he's just gone, whoa, it's overfilled the thing. Good lad, next pub like that. So I've got there, and obviously my mum and dad are at home. Drops me off about 11 o'clock. They knock on my mum's door, and they just got me by like scruff at neck like that, and just stood me. I'm like that. I ended up falling to sleep on the fridge. I had to have the day off school after.
On the fridge?
Yeah, on top of the fridge like that. That's what got me into football, really.
Was your dad alright with you? You know, like coming in pissed? Was it kind of, I'll throw him into men's football? But
yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was like, he just said, listen, that's what they're like. He said, that's what they do, do you know what I mean? They go straight after games, straight in the pub, do you know what I mean?
So do you think your old man thought that would be where you play for your level, or?
No, obviously I were decent at 11, 12, but I think he just wanted to toughen me up and
see where that took.
See how you go back and look at academies. I don't like them. You put somebody from an academy, apart from the top ones, like the Tommy Abrams and all them, you put normal academy lads in from Blues and all that, stick them in Grimsby away on a Tuesday night when it's pissing down and snowing. they'll melt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but they'll melt.
They've said it so
they'll just
many
go,
times.
whoa, I don't want to play this. Off, like, I'm not, no disrespect to foreigners, but a few foreigners that I've played with have come and gone, you're looking good, they're good like that, and going, thinking, he ain't going to perform for me today. You can see it, do you know what I mean? And I always go back to mentality. Listen, we're all about development and coaching and all that, but I think the non-league, for me, I love coming up that way. It learned me everything.
How old were you when you went to Fulham then? So you obviously doing well. You'd left.
I went to Aversley Rec, and then I went. Funnily enough, I then went to Worsborough Bridge. I left Aversley Rec.
Another fucking situation.
Yeah, and then went to Worsborough Bridge, which they were in Northern Counties, and I was 15 then. We played Scarborough in a pre-season friendly, and I scored. Don't ask me how, but I scored a 40-yarder that stuck in the stanchion and beat about 4 people, chipped the keeper. So I scored, and they were professional, so they were in League 3. Well, then won it. League 4. Yeah. League 4 won it then. Scarborough. And Phil Chambers, who were a Barnsley lad, Ray McHale, who both played for Barnsley. They said, listen, we want to take you to Scarborough. So I played Northern Intermediate football. So at 16, I used to do my Brick Lane apprenticeship from 8 till 6, and then travel to Scarborough on the Friday night and play on the Saturday Northern Intermediates, and then come back. And then play Sunday football for, who did I play for? West Green and somebody else. I played Sunday football as well.
So how old are you when you get your first pro contract?
I was 16. Nobody knows that. Everybody thinks, you start at Halifax and Fulham. Yeah. My first ever game was for Scarborough at 16, and I scored on my debut after 6 minutes against Barry Fry was the manager then.
That's in the league then?
Yeah, that were in the league. It's League 4, isn't it? We're League 4.
Yeah. And then you drop back down to
Stadium. And then
the old Division 3, is it?
What old Division 3? It's like the old. It's like League 2 now, isn't it? So it's the bottom division. And then Ray McHale got the sack. Somebody called Steve Wicks come in, QPR in England. He brought all Londoners in, just released me. So then I went through the non-league scene: Whitton, Guiseley, Halifax, back to Whitton, and then Halifax. And then that's where, when I was 24, just kept going. It with my dad, just keep going. But I was earning good dough.
And enjoying it as well.
Enjoying it, there was no pressure. I was thinking, going to work with the lads on a building site, go to football every night out on a Saturday and a Sunday. So I couldn't think of anything better, really. But
so you were just content and happy with that?
I was happy with it. I was. On my final season at Halifax, I don't think they were paying tax, and I don't think I were paying tax, to be fair. So,
no wonder you had that fucking pool.
I know. So we had that, and I was Brick Lane as well. So half of that time I never paid freaking tax. So I were really, really good money. And I'd scored 30 goals, 24 by Christmas, I think it was. And I knew clubs were looking at me. Brucey were looking at me at Huddersfield. He was the Huddersfield manager. And then Keegan. But when I were at Halifax, and it is funny, going back to the non-league thing, that's how I did a transition from non-league to professional. I was Peter Jackson, if you remember him, centre half for Huddersfield.
Yeah,
long
hair, yeah. And he were Huddersfield manager after he were at Halifax. So he'd finished the Huddersfield contract. He'd done his coaching badges, but Kieran O'Regan, that played for Huddersfield, brought him as a centre half. He only played 6 games for us, the first 6 games. And I remember the second game on a Tuesday night, I'd been working. So I've come in my riggers, my shorts because it was sunny, and like a vest and all that. I've walked in with a Burger King and some Coke, like two tubs of Coke like that. I've sat down, he's sat there eating out of a bowl of pasta and all this and all that. And he's looked at me and just gone, all right. I went, yeah, like that. So I've had like 2 burgers, chicken, whatever, and things. He said, have you been to work like? I said, and he's all glam, he's got his hair and his suit and all that. And I thought, I didn't even know him at the time. That's Jacko, that Huddersfield captain and all this. It's come to play. I scored 2 that game. If you ask him, I think I scored 2 or 3. And it was just that mentality thing. I said, I'm eating pasta and I'm shit. I said, I've got this idiot up front that don't give a shit. He's drinking Coke and eating burgers and he's smashing the league to bits. But then I got the lucky break with Keegan. Did really well getting that. And I turned him down at first.
Yeah, I was going to say, because we've had John McGinley on, and he said no matter whatever league he was playing in Scotland, it was for Elgin or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He just wanted to play league football.
Yeah.
That's all he dreamt about.
Yeah.
But were you thinking, I've got an easy life, I'm enjoying earning a bit of money.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying my football. I can go out on a Saturday night. Was there a bit of that in your head?
Kings before game.
Yeah. Well, I did. I've got down there and they've Kieran O'Reilly, there were no mobile phones then, so my phone's on the wall. I'm in a council house, paying me rent and all that, because I'd not got the property ladder all like that, so he's rang me and said, you better sit down. Big clubs coming for you, Fulham. And I'm thinking, there was no internet either, so I'm thinking, who's playing there and all that. I can remember Peter Beardsley and Brace playing, and Chris Coleman down there. But that's the only people I could remember. So he said, he said, we've got a chauffeur coming for you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, get your my ex-missus and me oldest daughter in. Go down to London, so I went down, first class on the train, car. I'm like, fucking hell.
It's all right.
Feel serious all of a sudden.
Here we go, I'm having this kind of thing. Got into his office and he sat there and went, all right. I said, yeah. He said, not bad to you, to be fair. He said, I like how you play. He said, I'm a Donny lad. He said, I've come through the non-league and all this, Keegan. I'm a Liverpool fan by heart. I always like Liverpool. I don't know why. I born in 73, 80. I loved Ian Rush. He was my hero. So Liverpool, I'm like, that's Keegan. And he went, pass me the contract. That's your contract. So I got no agent. That's your contract. I've like looked at him, gone, okay, I'm on more Halifax. I says, is that it? That's what I said to him. He said, is that it? And he went, son, he said, you're coming to a top club here. He said, we're gonna go over to Premier League. He said,
League One.
They were in League One, but I went. Well, after the,
and you'd only just been promoted to League 2.
We'd been promoted to League 2. I think I played 10 games, scored 8 goals. So
had you only just done your trowel up then?
I'd hung it up, yeah, that were it. So I took, leaving
10 games
bricklaying, I lost money, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I'd lost my job, and we were professional then. So I got a bit more money, but not loads. Halifax gave me a bit more, so he's gone in. Halifax were desperate for the dough. Absolutely desperate for the money, because they'd only got the stadium half finished.
Yeah.
So,
it's still only half finished now, isn't
I know
it?
it is, it's still not done. I know. Well, I think when he got the money, $3,500 he got for me, the chairman just did one. Got the money and just did one. I don't even know his name, David somebody.
So they were pushing you out the door, basically?
Well, they wanted to be gone. They knew that $300,000 were a lot of money in 1998.
They had a sell-on fee as well.
Yeah.
When you went.
Yeah, when I went to Birmingham, they had that as well.
Did he come back for that? He came back for
that. He come back for that. So we got there, I'm on the table, and I'm like, I've gone, I can't do it. He went, what do you mean you can't do it? He says, you know, a proper club here. I said, I can't move my family all the way from Barnsley to down here on less money. He says, well, what you want? So I told him what I'm on. He went, no problem. So he picked the phone up, boom. Can you get the car, please, to King's Cross, boom, boom, boom. And I'm thinking, what the fuck have I done here? I got no mobile phone, not like that. There were none then. Well, there were, but they were just coming out. So I'm thinking, God, sent me back up. 2 days later, he rings me back up. He said, listen, so I'm going to give you some more money. He says, but if you do well, he said, I'll rip it up. I never thought, put it down in my contract or all like that. I went, yeah, like that. So I bumped straight back down.
His word.
So you were happy with what you got now?
Yeah, I were happy, and I just thought, I can't turn this down. I spoke to my dad and I said, I can't turn this down. It's Kevin Keegan.
The opportunity,
the opportunity. No, it wasn't the money then. I just thought, well, it's more money. I didn't want to strap myself up, going down to London where prices were 4 times more than the one in Barnsley kind of thing.
As good a night out.
Not like Wellington Street, do you know what I mean? They were Titanic and all that, and all. We'll come to that one as well. So I just thought, I've got to get it a go. And again, as soon as I put them boots on for Fulham, it would just boom, everything just worked. As soon as it bang, foot, top corner, boom, everything went in.
Didn't phase you that all them other players.
Now I walked in and they're all sat there. And they're intimidated.
They have a Burger King.
They were intimidated at the time. Chris Coleman, Kit Simons, Andy Melville, all 3 Welsh centre halves, just sat together, big like cookies like that, and then you've seen cookies like that. So I'm just sat there. All right, then Paul Bracewell, Peter Beardsley, Mike Taylor. And I'm just sat there thinking, fucking hell, what have I walked into here? And I just thought, fuck it.
Sink or swim.
Got no to lose. So I just went, that's how I'm going to play. So training, flying into everything, bashing people up. Like, Cookies, what are you doing? I went, no, like this. And he's thinking, fucking hell, we've got somebody here kind of thing. And he's always said that. And I think I scored, I got 18 that season. I'm sure I scored about 10 in 8 games. So
you were straight in the first?
Straight in, boom. Yeah, straight in.
Did you notice a massive difference from the level you were playing at to playing with these players?
Not at all. I'd never touched a weight in my life. Never ever pressed a bra, did thing. But I could press up, sit ups and all that. I was a big, strong lad, and I mean big. Nobody got anywhere near. There's only, I would say, 2 players, Robert Huff, Yapstam.
They've got. You think
That were stronger than me.
Yeah.
You think that's just trouble? You've never done weights. You think that's
Never did weights.
bricks about?
On the Tuesday, we were like in the gym. I'm like that with cotton bud. Your arms are going everything. I couldn't lift weights, and I never tried. Just thought I can't be. Them press ups for fun, 100 at a time, boom, 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 like that. And I just got a natural strength. I don't know what it was, just natural strength.
it's
Playing Sol
on your body.
when you were
Playing
younger.
Sol Campbell. About 3 weeks later, England centre half, him, Perry. I'm trying to think who else were there. Ian Walker in goal. They got a top team. Played him at Craven Cottage, and I just bashed them all up. Absolutely bashed them, and I just thought, pretty easy this. Fucking hell, it's easy this. And that's how I felt. I really did. Everything was just going for me, and I was so relaxed. I wasn't nervous or anything. I just went straight into it.
This might be boring, but you know, like
It will if it's come out.
team yourself up for that one, didn't I? You know, like parents now who looking at kids, bringing the kids up. They want to get them straight into academies, don't they?
Yeah.
But that just shows you what you've done. Playing in a men's team at 13.
Look at Vardy. He's same in Ian Wright, Les Ferdinand. Look
They'll
at
have
them.
been doing it and learning the hard way. And
I think it's going to be very rare to get one of them now, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get one of them top ones. Listen, I'm nowhere near Ferdinand, Wright and Vardy, but you look at them, what they've done, especially Vardy. And what is he now, 32, 33? He runs around like he's 20-year-old, doesn't he?
was it boring or?
Yeah. You were
Of course
right.
it was.
But no, they wouldn't allow it now, would they?
No.
And
No, but
academies
if
won't
you're
allow
a
it
parent,
either.
if you're a
Academies won't
parent,
allow.
you can do what you want.
Academies won't allow a really good player.
They
not to be in the academy.
contract them all now, though,
Yeah.
don't they? Boom, you're on
Well,
contract.
shit, if you're the dad, you say, nah, he's playing with his mate. He's
I know,
he's
but
gonna.
you can't say that to a 13-year-old kid.
Because they want to be at that club, don't they? They want to be.
So you're 13, your dad says you're not playing for Sunderland. You'd be
It's
like,
a roll,
fucking
it's
hell,
a roll of the dice as well,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you'd be fucking
Because
leaving home.
you might
Yeah,
took
of
them in
course it is.
non-league and then they never make it, and then forever you're going to your son's going to possibly hold that against
He's
you.
going to fucking hate you.
Yeah. There's a young lad from here, 16, goes to my daughter's school. He's just gone to Barcelona from West Brom. Just gone to Barcelona.
Yeah.
Just gone to Barcelona.
Be interested to see what happens. Whether he.
But he's got his schooling and everything. So last year at school they've took him.
He'll make more money from 16 to 21.
There he is, back
There
the money.
he is.
Yeah.
No, but he'll
The mercenary.
He'll make more money from 16 to 21 if he never plays another game than if he went through and played in League 2 for fucking 10, 15
Yeah,
years.
He's just signed for the best club in the world and he's on about money between 13 and 21.
He's not all about playing with Messi.
Lionel fucking who? Nah. Lionel's not going to pay me mortgage, is he?
Promotion in that first year then.
Yeah, got promoted, did really well, but we got Cookie had come from, Chris Coleman had come from Blackburn, who were Premier League kind of thing, top
He was
division.
chucking money at it.
He was chucking money, and he got.
So you were expected to go up.
Yeah, expected. Like I say, we bought Steve Finnan, who went to play for Liverpool. We signed Barry Hales.
Yeah.
We'd got all them kind of players.
Why did Keegan go?
He got the England job.
Oh, of course, yeah.
He got the England job.
You not researched that, no?
He got the England job. Yeah, I signed. I think it's 20 years next week to the day, and he got the England job in the January. Took it part time for a couple of months, and then got the
It's crazy that he got the England job from that position.
England job. Yeah,
No, but he's obviously fucking played for England. He's not
He's
just
the
a
captain
League
or
One
that,
I know, but
manager.
he's just taken Fulham to the Championship from League One.
but I think he were at Newcastle the season before, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He were at Newcastle the season before and just walked out.
Yeah.
So he got that, but he was brilliant with me.
Was he good, yeah?
He was brilliant. First sign, and it's exactly the same story with the burger. Playing cards in the room on an away trip. Can't remember who we were playing. So playing cards, 11 o'clock, boom, shut off. Playing cards, and I'm rooming with Steve Finnan. And I said, hey, Peck, he's like, we'd had food at 7. Bingo, yeah. So I said, oh, what do you want? So I got the menu. And he's gone, I'll have a tuna, sweet corn on brown bread. And a bottle of still fucking water. I've gone, oh, all right, yeah. So I've gone, I'm thinking steak, ciabatta sandwich. Fuck it, I'm having a burger.
Mega burger.
So I had a fucking cheeseburger, chips, 2 pints of Coke. Right? Not knowing, as soon as you ring down for room service, go straight to manager's room. So 11 o'clock. Right?
What, they let him know?
Yeah, straight to Keegan's room. So about half an hour later, gets this phone call. Who's that? It's you, Geoff, innit? Yeah, I can tell with your fucking accent. Yeah, it's you, yeah. He says, who's ordered the sandwiches? I said, me, Gaffer. He said, who's ordered the tuna and sweet corn? I went, Finn's. Not a problem. Boom, put the phone down. And I thought, fucking hell, you were a bit abrupt there, kind of thing. It's not usually like that. So, tuna and sweet corn sandwiches come, bottle of water, no burger and chips. No. And I don't even like tuna, so I couldn't even have a bite of Finter's. So he's sat there eating that, watching TV and all that. I'm thinking, fucking, I'm starving. Got nothing, got no snacks or anything. Got down and I walked. And again, going to Fulham brought me personality out. Because I was in that environment, I was like really quiet. I'm like, all right, Cookie, you're right, lads, and all this. Apart from when I were on the pitch, but off the field, I was pretty shy then. And like, he's got the team meeting. He's got the clipboard up in the corner. And I'm sat there and I thought nothing of it. And he stood there and he went, right, who had any food yesterday? Like this. And I've gone, I must have just gone, boom, bright red stats. You know, when you get the sweat at the top, going, fucking hell, I'm going to get done here. And he's gone, Finn's went, me, Gaffer, and a couple of other lads went, yeah, what did you order? He went round the room and they went, this sandwich. Who the fuck ordered a burger and chips and 2 pints of Coke? I never really knew it on me because I was bright red like that going, oh. He went, fucking come here now. Like that. And he stood me up at the front. And I'm stood in front of all players, team meeting, all the staff and all that. And he was brilliant, to be fair. He just went, listen, he said, I've watched you. He said, how are you playing? He said, you've come from non-league. He says, what you did yesterday is non-league mentality. Get into the professional thing. Like all these do. Watch how these learn and watch them. He said, watch what they do. He said, and you'll get all the way to the top. He said, you find 500 quid.
Jesus, that's had to be.
He said, bring it in Monday morning. I've gone, yeah, all right, like Gaffer. So I've gone in, I've got it out of my bank and I've gone like that. Gave him the 500 and he went, yeah, thank you. And they went, here, go and get your missus summer. He says, and fucking bring me the receipt. Like that. So he never took money off me. Maybe
you ought to chuck it in a Burger King bag.
Yeah. That'd be funny, that. I never thought of that.
It on his desk.
But that's how he do man management like that.
He could have killed you.
Do you know something? I just went, yeah, I'm going to change kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, I still went out for a beer and all that.
But if he hung you out to dry, and you might have got in your shell even more.
Yeah. He was brilliant with it. He was brilliant. The sessions, he'd go on a morning, he'd go, right, lads, come on. So there'd be like 5 strikers, off we go. So we'd just fuck off for an hour and just did shooting drills all the time, doggies, boom, bang. Not train with them 3 days a week, just a shooting practice all the time. He was brilliant with it, absolutely brilliant. Loved him, I did love him. Gutted when he left to go to England.
Yeah.
Gutted.
Who took over then?
Paul Bracewell. He was his assistant manager. Did really well. I think that season we finished 8th, just outside the playoffs on goal difference, and got to both finals and quarter-finals of both cup, and he got the sack. Brought John Tigana in.
Carnes Riedler
that's when it
over
ended.
for a bit. Did Carnes Riedler not take over a bit with Roy Evans?
That was after Brace.
Yeah.
That were after Brace got sacked. He got the sack just towards the end of the season for the last 3 games. Roy Evans come in. But he was good. What a coach he was.
So is this so your first season in the Championship? Keegan leaves in January.
Yeah. No, that's in League One.
All right. So
No. League One we got promoted. Yes, in the Championship, the first 10, 12 games.
And he goes straight to England.
Then he went straight to England.
Right.
Took the England job.
So,
which I was gutted because I thought I'd come there for him as well. Do you know what I mean? To work with him.
Yeah.
But brilliant.
So
that still must have been mad though. The fact that 12 months prior you've only played. You've come up and played 10 games. Then you're at Fulham, and then you've got Carnes Riedler coming in, World Cup winner.
Unreal.
And you're his strike partner.
Do you know what's the thing about it? The saddest thing about it? I don't know footballers, right? He's coming, and I've gone, all right, mate, Carl, how you doing? Blah, blah. Didn't even know we were. He'd won the World Cup with Germany and everything. And we're all right, pal, bang, and all this. Same with Christoph Dougry when he come to Blues. I didn't realise how good he were and what he'd won. You know, when you're Googling going, he's won the World Cup, the championship. Barnsley Bricklayers playing up front with Christoph. Fucking unbelievable. But when I first signed for Fulham, we played on the Saturday.
The Barnsley Bricklayer.
That's what everybody call me. Barnsley Bricklayer and the something from Bordeaux.
From Bordeaux.
Yeah, something from Bordeaux they call it. That was in paper. That were the headlines in the paper. Barnsley Bricklayer and the something from Bordeaux. So like the first game at Fulham, we've beat Walsall 4 when I've come on as sub. one apiece. I think I did really well, set 2 up, scored the 4th. And then Chris Coleman, we're all in the changing room, said, "Oh, what are you doing now?" I said, "Well, I've got to get back home, like." I said, "My missus up there." He went, "Oh, we're all going in and out, just ring her." He said, "Here's my mobile phone," because I didn't have one. "Ring her and just tell her we're training tomorrow, we'll have a night out." I'm thinking, fucking, all right, yeah. My life's going to start changing now, really. I went, and I'm not being paid out, so I got a bit of dob, and all that he said, "Don't worry," he said, "I will sort it out, it's all sorted out." So I've gone back to Finn's, has got changed. I've made the worst dress sense ever. I've got double denim on, right? Double denim and white socks, man, and black shoes. I looked alright.
What were you thinking?
No, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. It were all designer gear, Armani, but I still looked a knob. Absolutely knob. And I still get ribbed to it when I always see it, when I go down and see him and all that. But like, we've gone out and he's got all these cars laid on for us and all that, and I'm used to getting...
Well, you missing sort of...
My ex-missus, yeah, up in Barnes, she were all right. I just said, "I'm training Sunday. I can't get back. I'll come back next weekend." And I think I went back about 4 weeks later. I was divorced in about 3 months. It didn't take me long. So we've got these cars, and they're not even taxis, they're like limousine kind of things. Not the long ones, but like all with leather seats and all that. I'm fucking having a bit of this. So he goes into this bar called Titanic. And that was the in club then down in London. So I've gone in like that. I'm sat there, what do you want to drink? And they're all on champagne. I said, "Just get me a pint of fucking lager." So I don't want... It was the vodka Red Bull then. Do you remember vodka Red Bull and all that? Well, it's still going now, isn't it? They were all on that. And I said, "I just want a pint of lager." So I'm stood there and I'm like looking at this bloke and he's looking at me. I keep doing double take because I'm going like that. Fucking Mick Hucknall. And then all of a sudden this absolute worldie walks past and I'm just like looking at her like that. And she goes and kisses this bloke, kisses Hugh Grant, it's Liz Early. They're like mad Fulham fans, they're coming up to us and huggers. I'm thinking, I want a Brick Lane side 2 months.
Money with two mad
I'm sat there, and then we goes to this other bar called...
I got it.
called Sugar Reef. So, come in and in the nightclub, he's got this massive Fulham shirt. So obviously he's a Fulham fan, Mark Fuller. So I said, "Hiya, Mark." He said, "Oh, brilliant, Geoff, I've watched you loads of times." And I'm sat there. And I'm sat on this like mushroom seat, so your back's here. So everybody else is round back. And I'm like, there's a bird outside of me. And I'm going, "Oh, you're right." And I'm like looking at them. And I'm thinking, holy shit. It's only the Spice Girls. This is insane night. I ain't spent a bean. I'm getting chauffeured around London. I'm in double denim. I'm like that with my socks on to cover my socks up. So I'm sat there and I'm thinking, oh, this is good. I've got no mobile phone to take pictures. Sunday morning I've got up, I've gone straight to a payphone to tell the lads. I'm ringing everybody. They're going, nah, we don't believe you. But Mark Fuller is Simon Fuller's brother, who used to own the Spice Girls. So they were in all the time and all that. So it were like Wellington Street, Titanic, but big difference.
It got the Spice Girls in it.
Yeah.
So you're a regular.
But my life just changed like that. It was just madness how my life changed. Everything like just free. Like Bob Geldof, Bad Bob's are called it, just in Covent Garden. Just go in and not a problem. There's a tab on, it's all paid for. Boom, paid for. I think it's
unbelievable.
Brilliant, this.
So he's picking
Different
up the
world,
tab.
man.
I had a clue. I didn't give a shit. From Barnsley, man. Split that in half.
Is that the last time you wore double denim?
Never did double denim after that. Never did double denim.
Sorry guys, we got a bridge. Can't get there, can we?
Keep it
It's
down.
very raucous and fairly better than that, but just
Yeah, no problem.
So we might, if anybody's noticed the sounds change a little bit, we're in a golf club in Sutton Coldfield, and apparently there's a fantastic, a really important bridge tournament on next door. It's like fucking Cocoon next door. So let's have a lower the tone a little bit.
Having too much fun,
Stuff
lads.
words for the,
How's your bridge?
Not the best.
No. So yeah, but fucking.
we're going off. We get ticking off from the club,
Yeah,
club
we'll be
captain.
barred.
We'll be all right.
Yeah,
We'll be
last
all
time
right.
we'll be
Where did we get to?
Spice
Titanic.
Girls. I'm thinking
Spice Girls.
Yeah, so my life, it was mad because my life just changed from then. It was like, yeah, I wanted to go home, but... And I'll always be proud to be a Barnsley lad, but I started to outgrow it. I went back up to Barnsley, went up on the nights out and all that, my mates from school who have always followed me, we've gone everywhere ever. But if I were in a bar having a beer, it's like, are you going to get the round in? No, I don't even know you. Tight bastard, blah, blah, blah. And if I get the lads a shot or whatever, look at that flash fucking on. So in Barnsley, I couldn't win.
Yeah.
It was different, like come to Birmingham, come to Leeds, like Leeds is different, and it was just totally different. So I stopped really coming back home, if I'm brutally honest. Stopped drinking in Barnsley, which was madness, which I hated doing. I'd go to my local snooker club and all that where I played, but that's about it. I could only be around people then that I could trust. Do you know what I mean? So it was a shame. It was a shame.
You're the opposite, aren't you? You love the adulation.
Turn it off, Bob.
Dickhead.
I've seen you with your top off, going from one end of the dance floor to the other.
You've seen
It's a journey.
You've seen me top off in nearly every bar I've ever been.
Not recently though.
Well,
Yeah, a few years, a couple of years.
I know, that's what I mean.
You know what I mean?
He stopped recently.
Yeah, oh yeah. Didn't want to know him crack
You were
out.
wax as well. So, yeah. So, yeah, nah, fuck off, mate. You have seen me in a bar in Barnes with my top off, don't get me wrong.
Did it change then when Tigana came in?
Yeah,
Did you not fancy it?
he come in and totally changed it, by the way. Don't get me wrong, I went from non-league burgers to then the pasta and all that. Still had a beer and enjoy my life, but then Tigana come in. Pre-season usually starts, first week in July. We were back the 14th of June.
Oh, no.
The old testing one.
Oh,
Or we straight in?
No, straight down to Nigel Mansell's place in Plymouth, just outside Plymouth,
Yeah.
for 2 weeks solid.
The golf place.
Yeah, golf place where he's got his house and all that, and so 2 weeks we were there. We had a dentist down there who checked us every 2 or 3 days because he believes that it's all in. And Arsene Wenger were like that, wasn't he? Into all the balance and stuff like that.
No wonder I was shit.
Got no teeth in. Shit.
No wonder I can fucking run, right? I've got these bastard gnashes in.
But we went down there and it were like 6 o'clock in the morning. Half six. Boom, being reception. Oh, I'm thinking, what the fucking hell is this? Boom, no breakfast. 5 mile run straight off. Boom, fat burner, bang. And then
Is this everybody?
everybody.
Even if the lads weren't fat?
So we want a fat club, want a fat burning club. So it was like boom. Then you got in there. It wasn't like the buffet where you've got your Rice Krispies and like your scrambled egg beans and toast and all that. It was like glass of water, apple, orange, and whatever, and a bit of muesli or whatever. Boom, that's all you're eating for now. And I was looking, thinking, Jesus Christ. Then second session, we're all about balance. So you know the old, like again going back to the old beams where you turn them upside down and it's about that wide.
Yeah.
You'd got to walk on that, throwing balls and medicine balls, and you've got to do it blindfolded. And all this was like the second session.
So why?
And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, are we going to have a beer to cook it? I said, no, we can't, we're not going to get one here. He said, no chance.
Not with the
Told us not to sell alcohol, to serve as alcohol or anything like that. So everything was measured, boom, boom, boom. I got to about day 8. Louis Sahar come in. He come in and started training, which he were my swap, so he wasn't a bad swap, but fucking hell. And my agent rang me and just said, listen, Blues have been on the phone. They want you to go up and sign. So Tigana didn't really say. He said, yeah. He said,
weren't his type of player.
I want his type of play. He said I was too aggressive. I don't know where he got that from, to be fair.
So
That's Jim Gannon.
At any point in the 8 days, did anybody think, tell you what, lads, we'll just get a taxi into Plymouth?
Now, not even Cookie. He didn't even do it. Now he just went, let's give him a chance and all this. And they walked it that season. I think they got 106 or 108 points. Lee Clarkey were there, Lee Clark, Sean Davis, Louis Sahar, Goldbeck, Cookie, who else were all. He was trying to get rid of the old school our kind of type players and bring the continental stuff in. They absolutely walked it. I think 106 points or something they got in there.
I bet Coleman was a bit of a threat.
Yeah, I think it would have been. I wasn't there, obviously, so I didn't get to find out what, but I think it'd have been try to be a bit disruptive.
No, I meant on a night out with the women.
oh God, he's murder. Oh my God, he's brutal. He's one of them. They were just the Welsh lads were just boom like that, but proper good lads.
Yeah.
Proper good
Coleman,
lads. He was captain. He was skipper at Fulham.
And he was being disruptive, did you say?
He'd have tried. I would have thought. He'd have tried to have a beer and all that because he were old school as well. Do you know what I mean?
So the times are changing.
Was he France manager in Tigana?
Do you know something? I don't know. I don't know if he was French manager.
He was
well
an international
thought of, wasn't
player, yeah. I
He was a player, wasn't he?
Lyon and Monaco.
So to be fair,
So he brought all the French staff on and all that.
it worked, didn't it?
Oh, it worked. Yeah, he did work for him. Don't get me wrong.
He had good players though.
Our first game, we played him at home. Blues played him at home. I think they beat us 2-0, but they walked it. They absolutely walked it. But they got good players. Bought the best players. Do you know what I mean? They got the best budget and everything.
Yeah.
Was it Bruce that signed you then?
No, Tricky Trevor Francis. Oh,
Tricky Trev.
man. Yeah, so I went up there. Worst thing about it, I've gone up there and I'm thinking, we trained at Roehampton at Fulham. So it were all the top food, the BBC place, it were all top food. Rugby England lads trained there. So the pitches were immaculate. Everything were immaculate about it. Went up to Birmingham City and I thought, it's a massive club, massive fan base, 30,000, 25,000 every game. They took me to the club, signed, and I signed for quite a lot of money. I think it was just under 3 million, 2.2, and then add-ons and all that, which were a lot of money in 2000. When I had my medical at Fulham, it was a 2-day medical coming from non-league. I went to Fulham. I'd already signed my contract in the office and it were already done. Not subject to medical and all that, it were already signed. So I signed 5 years.
So your medical at Birmingham were after you?
I went up to Birmingham City, went to the ground. Physio met me in the changing rooms at Blues. And he, no word of a lie, he sat me there. I sat there, he said, I'll take your shirt off, took my shirt off. He went like that with my knees, tapped my knees twice, got my arms, went like that, and just went, yeah, you've passed.
Job done.
That was it.
The thing is, if the contract's signed, it don't really matter.
And it was signed, he just went, yeah, you signed.
If your leg had dropped
and then took me to a training ground. Oh my God, Wastills they call it. It's the worst training ground I've been to. It was worse than Halifax. It was worse than Halifax. There were 2 showers that worked. There were no eating in the building. We had to go to a cafe opposite the road, which were called Pube Caf. Every time you went in,
Pube Caf?
Pube, because you found pubes in you too. Like, whoa! You went, what's that? Oh man! That's not an eyelash. It's not an eyelash. Like, yeah, I was still eating it. Like, you know what I mean? I'll eat anything like that. Yeah, flick it off. So the training facility was absolutely garbage. They were crap. I hated it. Going down for, I regret this. Do you know what I mean?
You've got 5 years here, potentially 5 years here.
5 years. I've got 5 years here, but they started changing it. And
did you move to Birmingham?
Yeah, I moved to Birmingham then. Moved up, and I've been here ever since. Nearly 20 years now. Apart from when I went to Leeds.
What was Francis like?
One of the best players I've ever played with, and he was 43-year-old. The first training session, he's come and he's gone. He said, yeah. So he's got all the strikers. I think me, Adibola, young AJ, Furlong. So he's gone, like, this is what I want you to do, boys. So Mick Mills has chipped the ball up to him, his chest hit, boom, top corner. Got it again, boom, bottom corner, boom, I want you to hit that corner. And he's just scoring about 5 goals out of 5. He's thrown it up to me, it's hit my chest, and I've leant back and he's gone, fuck you, straight over the crossbar. And he's just gone, fuck you, he's just shaking his head.
Is that
good.
Is that ink dry? Can we send him back?
Have we just paid that kind of money for him? Send him back. But lovely fella, but he wanted a good man management. He couldn't manage players. He'd rather you ever 30 quid glass of wine than a pint of Stella, and he couldn't get that. He couldn't grasp that.
Right.
He was silver spoon fed kind of thing. And you could bully him as a manager.
Yeah,
you could bully him.
So the lads liked him, but he just didn't
didn't have the respect.
And
but like
when
you Googled him,
it's mad to think exactly that.
16-year-old, and he scored in the top flight an hat-trick on his debut at 16. Do you know what I mean? That takes some doing. And every Blues fan you ever say, I've got a bit of rapport with the Blues because I scored against the Villa twice, and I went in goal. But everybody used to say about him, it's like Trevor Francis, legend, and all this. And he won. But as a manager, he just didn't have it. And
Were he too nice?
Yeah, he was too nice. And I can remember the first game against Fulham, it only lasted 11 minutes. I've gone through on a one-on-one and I've slipped. And Mike Taylor's come, hit his knee against me thigh there, and I got a blood clot. So I got carried off, got a blood clot. So I was out like 8-9 weeks. So it got to 7-8 weeks. And you know what it's like, you're in every day, 9 o'clock, swimming, doing this, rehabilitation, all that. And I tried to keep off the top. Odd time I had one, but not major. And it got to like the Friday afternoon, we were playing Plymouth or somebody away. I said to the physio, I was going to be fit the Saturday after. So I've gone to the physio, I said, listen, I ain't coming in Saturday, Sunday. He went, why? I said, I'm going on the fucking piss. I said, my head's popped. I said, I've been off it for 6 weeks. I'm going up Broad Street. It's like Wellington Street, but even better. It's even better. Well, it was then. So I'm going on the piss. He went, no, you can't do that. I says, I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you, I'm not coming in. There's no point coming in because I won't be there. I'm not coming in Saturday, I'm not coming in Sunday. I'll train Monday, I'll be fit for Saturday. Well, you're going to have to go and tell the manager. I said, I'm not telling him, he's just gone on the coach, he's gone. I said, see you Monday. So he's like assistant physio. He's like panicking like that. I said, I've still got to come in. I said, well, I'm not coming in. It's such a waste of time. Don't fucking come in. So I've not turned in and got in Monday morning. So I've been on it Friday, Saturday, had a couple Sunday, but I were all right Monday. So I've come in ready to train. Tricky Trev's coming, knocked on the change room. Said, I need to see you in the office. All right, so I'm sat there, and he's gone. Jeff, he said, what you doing? You're my record signing. I said, Gaffer, I said, my head popped. I said, I needed a beer. I said, I'll be fit for Saturday. He went, I'm going to have to find you. I went, you fucking not. I said, I ain't having that. I said, I'll be fit Monday. I'll be fit Saturday. He went, I'm going to find you. I said, I'm going to find a week's wages. I went, no, you fucking not. I said, I'm not having it. He went,
no, you're not.
£1,000? I went, no. I said, I'm not having it. He said, 500.
Also, the 1,000 was a question. He was asking you.
Yeah, he was asking me questions, not 1,000. He's going, 1,000?
You're negotiating.
I'm negotiating here. And he's gone, well, what are we going to do? I said, Gaffer, I'm going to be fit. I'm going to train today. All week I'll train. I said, I'll come in on my day off on a Wednesday. I said, I'll train, I'll be fit for Saturday. He went, £50 and a bottle of wine. I went, yes, done. How are it?
Deal.
50 quid, I got fine for going home for 2 days.
And a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, I think it were a red, he liked his red. So I don't even know what I got. It'll have been cheap as well.
That just says it all, doesn't it? He doesn't like confrontation straight away.
He hates confrontation.
Think he relied too much on his reputation? Like,
as soon as he'd done that, I went,
I can get away with anything.
I can do anything now.
Yeah.
I can, boom. So every pre-season trips he took us on, boom, straight down the drain pipe, we're out. Do you know what I mean? And I knew you weren't going to get done.
Yeah.
Never did it to like Brucey, Robbo, Keegan. I got
you just
too
know
much
not
respect.
to.
I just went, no, I couldn't do it.
See, that's respect. Not as, obviously, I can imagine you respected him as a man.
Of course I did,
and a
yeah.
player.
Yeah, of course.
And what he's done in the game, but as soon as you know you can get away with stuff, it's
like it's like losing the changing room, innit?
Yeah.
If you go back to that,
you've got no chance as a manager. Even if you find your week's wages and you've had a massive fucking fall like after you've gone in the change room and gone, tell you what lads, he's just done me a week's wages. He's a fucking arsehole, but
yeah. Oh, I'd have got all names up some, but he'd have gone, I've got to take it.
Yeah, lads are like,
and the rest, you're right.
I'm not going to do that.
Got to take it.
I'm not going to do that.
Did you do it again?
Fucking loads of time, day after I think. all the time.
Even had the Wednesday off.
So were you doing well? And once you got back in after your injury, did you hit the ground running?
Nah, not really. I struggled. I couldn't get back fit. Could not get back fit. I needed my games. I needed to play week in, week out. No matter how, I could peg it me. I wasn't quick, but I could beat most people at long distance running, the 3,000, 4,000. Nobody could catch me on that. But
I didn't have you down as a long distance runner, like. Huh?
Speak to anybody. Yeah. Speak to anybody. Kilgarn. We'll talk about when we go to Leeds, but like all the long distance running, I found it easy, really easy.
Nemesis, man. Over 60 yards.
See, all the doggies, I was absolutely shit at. Even doggies, I'm like that, trying to pull them back, trying to weigh them, because I wasn't quick enough. But long distance, I could have it. Do you know what I mean? Really could.
It's completely different when Bruce come in then.
Yeah, definitely. He come in and went, for a lot of managers come in and go, you fuckers are not fit. And it was international break and he come in and went, right, he said, anybody booked holidays? Like, obviously you get 5 or 6 days off. And a few hands went up. He went, phone your missus, cancel them. He said, you're in for 7 days solid, morning, afternoon.
See, that were risky. From Bruce, that were risky.
Coming in like that.
But it sounds like for what you've just had with Francis, I bet you most lads are like, here we go, lads.
Yeah.
We've got somebody who's...
We were 12 when he took over. We were 12. I bet 8 points outside playoffs, 7 points maybe outside playoffs. Come in, he absolutely beasted. He did us these Man United runs called the W's and the M's. So you start off on the corner flag, you go straight, come to the centre circle, go back to that one, and back to that one. And you do that 12 times, 3 sets. One on, 2 off, so you boom, boom, boom. That was just one running exercise. That's just one. He said skulls, in gigs and all. He said this is what these do constantly, every day. Boom, boom, boom. That's what they do. Getting the fitness. He battered us for 7 days, but God, boy, were we fit. But at the end of the 7 days, we got 2 days off. He says, boom, some money there. Go and get a beer. Go and have some food and all that.
He's done well there.
You've worked.
Do you know what I mean?
You've worked hard.
Do you know what I said when I said it's dangerous? He could have lost the lads, got bummed straight away like that.
Now that we knew we needed it,
Yeah.
we got complacent, and people go, you shouldn't get complacent. You've been paid well. You're a footballer. No matter what happens, you just seem to. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if it's English mentality or whatever it is, but you just seem to get a bit complacent. And we did. We then had Mick Mills and Boyd that took over, and they weren't brilliant, to be fair. We got away with murder with them as well. But then when Brucey come in, he was like, boom, this is Matt Boyd, who's just got the Reading job. He was his coach. Superb coach. Superb. So he just got us fit, and we ended up getting to the playoffs and getting up.
Scored it.
Which were brilliant, yeah.
Scored at Millennium
I
Stadium.
scored. I was never prolific. I don't know how many. I don't know, 100 and odd goals, 110 or something. But I always scored important goals. Getting out, I got Halifax promoted. The goal that got Fulham promoted. I scored in the season when we were with Trevor, we got to this Carling Cup final against Liverpool. Yeah. We were in the Championship. We beat Tottenham. Can't remember who else. We beat Ipswich, who were third in the Premier League. We beat them over 2 legs. Then played Liverpool. And I scored in the semi-final with that. I didn't score in the final, but I managed to score in the semi. But then scored against Sheffield United that got us into the playoffs. Never scored in the playoff semis, but scored in the final. Do you know what I mean? So fantastic to get promoted.
You donate some of your money back to
I donated 25 grand to. I always said to Porky, because they needed the money to get government funding, sport relief or whatever, I'd donate 25 grand so they got to Premier League and my wages went up. So I did that, which is.
And they've just gone from strength to
and they've got a bar, they've got changing rooms, they've got floodlights and all that.
Did you go down and cut ribbon?
No, do you know something? No, I didn't. I were away at the time. But again, I don't get up as often as I should. Yeah. But they've, like I said, it's built a decent team up now.
Have you done that with your old team?
Pardon?
Have you done that with your old team?
I never played for one, did I? Never played for one. But you know, you said you scored the winner at the Millennium.
Well, I got us back. You and Robert scored in extra time, and I managed to nick an header with about 10 minutes to go, and then we won on penalties.
So was the final against Liverpool at the Millennium as well?
Yeah, they were both. Never played at Wembley.
So that's where
no disrespect to any like lower league players and like nationwide, like the non-league and all that. You look and think he's playing when you watch him go. He's playing at Wembley. I've never played at Wembley. Do you know what I mean? Never got to play at
I've played there 3 times. Right.
Did you?
The second time I was the third time I was raging. Got to the FA Trophy final.
Yeah.
3 weeks after we'd just been relegated. The final's on the Sunday. I'm supposed to go to Mexico on the Saturday. I missed 2 days of my holiday. I had to book 2 new fucking flights. It cost me more for my flights than what it did for my fucking win bonus for winning FA Trophy. I'm fucking furious.
Who are you playing for then?
York.
Oh, York.
Yeah, York. So the first 2 times I enjoyed. The third time I was fucking raging.
Ranging all of
Yeah, but it's one of the things that you always wanted to do, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Playing.
Yeah, of course.
And you've just been unlucky that they're building it. Or you'd have played there twice.
Yeah, definitely. I think there were 80,000 as well. Yeah. It was just cracking.
They weren't quite that many for the FA final.
But no, it was a great occasion. And like I said, coming from being 12 and getting promoted, it was unbelievable. We still had to pay for our own drinks as well.
What, on the night?
We were stopping at the Vale of Glamorgan and we went back there. We've gone underneath, and Brucey brought all his mates, so there was Sam, Brian Robson, Ferguson, they were all the big hitters in the corner and they're all stood there like that. And we've gone to the bar after we've just got promoted, so we've earned, I think it was 40 million then, wasn't it? The first time. Something 30 or 40 million the club got, something like that. And it's gone to the bar and we've gone, whatever, vodka and coke, beer, blah, 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 and all this. And, that's 128 quid. I'm like, we've just got good gaffer, so we're going to pay for it. And he went, nah, he said, he put it on my card. He says, but yeah, we've got to pay for it. I said, the club not putting out one for us? He went, nah. They're just in that door.
Fucking hell.
Crazy, isn't it?
That's when Cart scored the penalty, wasn't it?
Carts, yeah. Carts. Yeah, Darren Cart.
17,
He was only
18,
17.
Birmingham fan.
Yeah.
Did you take
Brilliant. Now I got dragged off. Run myself into the ground, son. That's what I said. I did. I was going to be either the 4th or the 5th. It's like he's so glad I won, man.
It's a big
My ass would be going like that, 5 pence, 10 pence. But the Carts were brilliant. 17-year-old, and all his family are absolute avid Blues fans, mad Blues fans they are. So it was brilliant for him, and he should have done better than what he did in his career. Should have been a top player. Him.
Yeah,
Good lad, isn't he? Nice lad.
Great lad. But, and I always said to him, I said, you should have been a player. You. He followed me to West Brom then as well, but he just never. I don't think he got. And I tell him, talk behind his back, he ain't got the drive or the big heart. He didn't have that for me. But left
the
foot
ability,
and
right?
Ability.
When he didn't really play that much when I came to Preston.
No.
He went to Preston as well.
Had a
Then
few
yeah.
injuries, but he didn't play that much.
It's mad, really, when you think when you say his family are massive Blues fans.
Oh God!
And they've got him behind him at Birmingham.
Yeah.
You know,
it's unbelievable.
brought up being a supporter.
unbelievable.
He's had a really good career. He's had a good career.
Yeah, he has had a good career, but he could have had a lot better. It's just one of them things, isn't it?
Were you there with Kenny Cunningham?
Yeah, Kenny, yeah.
He's been brought up a few times. Because he hates Bruce, doesn't he?
Yeah,
What happened with...
he had a bit of a bust up. I think I'd left to go, because when I were at Blues we got promoted, and again going back to it, every time I get a team promoted I get fucked off. I go, off you go, so not good enough. But he brought Brucey brought Mikel Forsell in from Chelsea on loan, who did brilliant. Clinton, he were there.
Character Clinton, innit?
Oh God, yeah.
Did you get on with him though? Is he one of them that you...
All right. Yeah, he were all right. You had to put him in his place a couple of times. Do you know what I mean?
He tried to shoot you.
They were. Do you know something? I'm just trying to think now. They were a bit of a bust up at QPR, and I'm sure his mum come in. I'm bagging that over the top. Rufus Brevitt, who were at Blues, it was at Fulham. It was Blues Fulham. They played at QPR ground when Craven Cottage were getting developed, and something happened. And like his mum's come in and like threatened Rufus and all our thingy with Rufus. I'm sure that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, but I'm a gangster man and all that. I went, shut up, man. I'm from Barnsley, kid. Don't be giving it all that to me. Don't be giving it all that. But now Mikel come in, and then Brucey he offloaded me to Wigan. So he just said, you're not going to play.
I can't remember you at Wigan.
I only played. I
this morning,
signed
I
for
checked.
3 years and played 12 games. So I went to Wigan. Nick Eden were there.
Yeah.
That's who got me there. Paul Jewell, Jagsy were there. Jimmy Bullard, McCulloch. So they were getting a good team. Gary Teal.
Is this when were they in the Championship then?
In Championship, Blues were in Premier League, and he just went, listen, you're not gonna play. You're gonna be on bench all the time. So I ain't staying. I said, I'm not staying on the bench. I said, I'm not that kind of person. I was 32 at the time, I think, 32-ish.
How long did you have on your contract?
2.5 years left.
Yeah.
2.5 years. So you
Sat
could
for a year.
have just sat there.
Oh, at Blues.
Yeah.
I had 2 years. Over 2 years left. I just didn't want. I'm not that kind of person. I can't stand sitting on the bench. I hated sitting on the bench.
But didn't Wigan have Ellington and Roberts then?
This is what happened. Roberts went to Portsmouth, and I'd got to wait a week for Roberts to go to Portsmouth. No, sorry, that's when it were at West Brom. So Roberts has been involved in a couple of my deals. No, me and Duke played up front. I'm trying to think who the other striker was. I can't remember the other striker. So he brought me in. Again, I started off on fire, scored.
Did Birmingham get the money back that they paid for the Wigan?
Mill. Do you know something? 1.1 mil, I think. So
But you've done your job for them anyway.
I've done my job for them.
They've got
I got promoted and all that, so they got the door back on me.
Yeah.
Went up to Wigan, did well up there, and we were playing. How it come about? I got tapped up by Gary Megson. We were playing West Brom. Wigan was second, we were second, West Brom were top, played them at home. I scored, we won 1-0. And he come on the pitch, he said, oh, you're travelling from Birmingham, I was travelling with junk. Up and down the M6, it was like 2.5 hours there.
Nick Eden.
Junk, yeah, junky. So I was travelling up and down 2.5 hours there and back. So Mego just said to me, listen, he said, do you want to come? He says, I'll tell you when it was when Lee Hughes were all having all that trouble. And he got put down. And he said he's going to get put down. He said, but he'll be there for a couple of months. He said, I want you for next season. So I were at the Christmas do, it were our Christmas do at Wigan, and I wore the mask, right? So I got all green paint.
Look, this is the mascot.
No, so I got all green paint, all in my ears, all down to it like that. I got in at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was going to see the West Brom chairman at like 10 o'clock in the morning the day after. So I've gone in, we've come down, my agent's, he's up in Manchester, so he's come and picked me up, come down to thing, and I've gone in this like boardroom, and I've got a massive hangover, and I'm sat there, so I've put my feet on the table. I'm like, got a water. I'm going, like this plate of sandwiches, and then this bald-headed bloke walks, and he said, would you like any coffee? I said, nah, so I've got an hangover, so I'll just have water. I thought, you fucking waiter, it's only Chairman Jeremy Peace. Right, which I didn't know. He's gone, all right, no worries, shut the door. My agent's gone, yeah, fucking idiot, that's the chairman. I've gone, oh my God, I've still got like green paint in here. I'm doing this like that, wiping all the green paint off. Got it all in my paws, like squeezing it, getting all the green paint off. And then he come in, I said, oh, sorry, Mr. You've got to call him Mr. Chairman. Sorry, Mr. Chairman. He said, call him Mr. Chairman. Don't let Jason Kumas got fined a week's wages for calling him Jeremy. Got fined a week's wages.
Jesus. Some player he were, by the way.
Yeah, Kumi. Oh, Kumi, yeah. So, shook his hand, he went, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Mego come in and just went, you're what I need you to get promoted kind of thing. So we ended up getting promoted that season. Went straight up. Wigan lost in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Lost in the playoffs.
So what you said to Nicky then, like, look, it's a jungle, you have to do 2.5 hours
I'm
on
off,
your own.
son, I ain't doing that way. Forget the Kit Kats and the coffee that your lass keeps doing. I said, I'm off.
So at this point, did you play in the Premier League yet?
Yeah, I played for Blues.
Birmingham?
Yeah, I played for Blues, and then got promoted with West Brom, and went straight up with them under Mego. But Mego were brutal.
Yeah, we've heard
He's featured a lot, hasn't he?
I love him. A lot of people don't like him. I love him, mate. He was just straight as a die. This is what I want. We used to like the training. We used to call it Al Qaeda ball, and it was just. That's what we used to call it, man. He'd get the ball and he'd just go, right, do this, and he'd just want. Opposite to Jim Gannon, he just want you to kick 10 bells of shit out of each other, getting ready for Saturday. We were like, they've got no hats, no scarves, in games, no long sleeves, short sleeves. Well, I won't bother. I'm not bothered about the cold. He was just brutal, absolutely brutal. Loved the run, absolutely loved the run round Sutton Park, 4 or 5 hours, sometimes an hour running off all the press ups and all that, like a 4 or 5 hour session. In the season.
Did the lads like him as well?
Some
majority.
Did, some did, some didn't. He was how he was. He were like he's chewing on the side, and his head just used to go redder and redder and redder. But he got results. It was like I think when we got promoted, we won 70 out of the game, 17 1-0s, and we were 0-0 up to 60 minutes. Boom, back four. I was centre forward, just running around like that. Boom, shutting everybody down. When they got tired, bang, scored. 1-0 off you go. One enjoyable, don't get me wrong. Yeah, so I played one up front on my own quite a lot, even at home, and it was hard work, but it got us promoted.
I bet that's why the fans never really took to him.
They never really took to
anywhere
him
he's been.
But they were used to. They were used to Cyril, God bless him. Cunningham, God bless him. They were used to all that. Brian Robson in the 70s playing top football. Do you know what I mean? I loved him, mate. But loads of people hated him. Hated playing for him.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think you get that everywhere.
Of course you do. You get different managers.
I think with Mego, it seems like a lot of them in every club he's ever been at hated him.
50.
Yeah, they love him more.
Yeah. He were good. And going back to the fine, you had to have respect for him. We went pre-season to Odense in Denmark, so we've gone over and this is the pre-season for the Premier League. So we've got there and he's got us all in. We're all in his tracksuits, sat there and we sat there and you're right. And he does this chewing like that, and he's got his face is going redder. He's only doing a team talk thing. Going right, we're here for 10 days. None of you are going out. Blah blah blah. You've got half a day, and you can have 3 beers, and that's it. And we're like, yeah, all right, Gaffer, fucking 3. We're like, where's the nearest pubs, and where can we get out like that? And gets up the day after on the third day. On the third day, gets up and he's usually there for breakfast. His first one up because he goes for a run. He's into his fitness, so he went for a run, come back and have his breakfast. No Gary Megson. There's all physio and all the assistant and all that. No. Where's the gaffer? He's gone home. He's gone to sign a player. Went to sign Jonathan Greening at the time, who was a good mate with him now. And he went, We went, oh, fucking hell, that's it now, lads. Me, Andy Johnson, Paul Robinson, Sean Gregan. And we were like the senior pros and all that. So we've done a session and we haven't got to be back for food till 7 o'clock at night. So we finished the session at 1 o'clock. And in Odense, it's like a street, but it's just coffee bars, but you can get alcohol in them. So they're like bars. So we're all sat there and it's like red hot. So we sat there about 2:30, got a cup of coffee. We've each got a bottle of wine under his legs like that. So when all the staff are walking past and all the players, we're drinking coffee. Supposed to get back at 7 o'clock for food together. We eat all your food and all that together. And we turns up at 8 o'clock. Absolutely lagging, and I mean lagging. Sean Gregan's hurt his arm, and he's like this. So he's got his arm in like a cast, he's hurt his arm, so he's not trained, so he's not bothered, he ain't got to play. We've got a game the day after. It's just pre-season. We've gone in, and Andy Johnson, the long-haired Andy Johnson from West Brom, he's get him on. Get him on here, by the way.
Aye.
Oh, man.
Andy Johnson, then?
West Brom, Notts Forest. Welsh International. AJ. He's brutal. These brutal people. So we've gone to the hotel and this little pretty blonde bird, Danish, about 18, 19-year-old. Andy Johnson's gone, 4 bottles of wine. She's gone, oh, so sorry, we can't serve wine to you footballers and all that. We've got a private room. And he went, get me 4 bottles of wine. So she's walked out like that, come back in. He went, fuck it, watch this. So he got stripped naked, boom, stripped naked. He's got his long hair. He picks this carving knife up, big knife like that, and he's gone, get me wine now, and he started chasing her, only messing about, chasing her through the hotel foyer, right? Just messing about, naked, his hair's all going like this and all that, just chasing her, absolutely piss paralytic. So then he's come back, they've been messing about us for, there's food all over the walls and all that. He's got back changed, there's a casino underneath as well, so we've gone down there, got a drink, and we're playing roulette and whatever, and we've done exactly the same, got the wine under there, got the coffee.
Does the staff not know that you...
No, staff ain't a clue. Staff have not got a clue. The assistant, Frank, he's come down, he's come into the casino, we're sat there, we like that with coffee. We were like that with coffee. Coffee. You know, what's all that then? I'm taking that, so he took it off us. And he phoned Megso, so we had to have on a voice like all of us. He went, oh, you're in trouble, you're all fined a week's wages. Wait till you get home and all that. So, but he fined us, bump straight away.
No negotiation.
We just went, well worth a grand. Well worth a week's wages, that. We went out for about 4 days after that. We could only get done a week's wages in 2, so we know we weren't going to get any more fines.
Free pass.
So we just went out then. That were it.
That's what footballers are like, mate, isn't it? As soon as you realise he's not there, boom, we're out.
That's it.
As soon as you realise you can't find any more, boom, we're out.
So about Greening, what's it about putting a mirror up?
Greening, thickest man you'll ever meet in your life. And I mean proper thick. Thick is not the word. Right? How he's a coach, I do not know, and how he's done his badges. I got really good mates with him. Mego signed him and he come and he only lived right corner from me in Sutton. So he's gone, Geoff, I'm moving in and all. I said, all right, no worries. He said, do you know anybody that can put pictures up and things? I said, yeah. I said, like, my new missus's like stepdad, he can do all that. I said, oh, all right then. So he said, well, I want to put this mirror up today. I said, whatever. I said, I'll come round. So I'm round, sat there. He's got, do you want a coffee? So I'm sat there. And the fireplace is there. I'm looking, I'm thinking, he ain't got, please tell me he's not going to do this. So he's got this nail, he's got a mirror. The frame's about that big, all the way around a wooden frame. So I'm thinking, this daft fucker's not going to hit this nail through this wood. It's a mirror. It's not going to stay up. He puts it up and he's struggling, he's going like this and he's doing that. So he gets the nail, puts it on the mirror, and just goes, boom, straight through, and it goes. I've just gone, and I didn't know before, I've just gone, and it's gone. What are you doing? He went, I thought he'd have gone through it. On gospel. He thinks there's 2 sons. We're in Portugal pre-season. We've had the ice baths, trained really hard, had the ice baths, all sat down doing a stretch and all that. And he's gone to me and like Paul Robinson and I think Andy Johnson as well. He's gone, it's hot this, son. really hot in it. We're going, yeah. We're thinking this is going somewhere because we like just throw little things in to make him say things. Every day he said something stupid in Portugal, something just weird. So we sat there and he's gone, no. Yeah, he said, it's really hot here. I said, I know, it's boiling, it's about 90 degrees. He said, yeah, it's different sun to England, isn't it? We've just all paused. He said, yeah, there's one here and one in Portugal, isn't there? We've gone, what? It's 2 suns. No, there's not 2 suns, John. There's one. He said, well, how come it's hotter here than it is in England? And that's what he thought. That's what he thought. He was absolutely brilliant. What a player, though. What a player.
Class, wasn't he?
What a player. Yeah, you couldn't get the ball off him. In training, he was brilliant.
There's 2 suns.
There's 2 suns.
Put a nail through a mirror screen for me.
I'll never look at him the same.
And he was like Del Boys. We were having a... And this is the same thing that happened on the same day. He's come round, he said, come round and he went, worst thing about it, he's gone, we'll play a game, Trivial Pursuit or something. I'm thinking, we can't play that, John. So he's gone, the girls will come round. So I think Chaps were there, Chaps, Jono and all the girls sat there. He's got a crate of beers and all that.
Trivial Pursuit.
And we're drinking these beers. I'm thinking, fucking all these beers, I've looked, it's non-alcoholic. Bought non-alcoholic beers. He didn't know. He kept going, I can drink and all this, non-alcoholic Becks and all this. So I've gone, John, I'm not having this. We're going to have a beer. Yeah. He says, Anna, his missus is called Anna. Anna, go and get some beers. She went, yeah. Where are the keys? He went, they're behind the por favor. Behind the what? He went, yeah, the smelly stuff on the on the windowsill, the pop puree. He just thought it was just like Del Boy saying it. Do you know what I mean? But that's real life. But he's being serious. He went, no, I didn't really mean to say that. You know what I meant. So he backtracks. He backtracks all the time. But really funny and a really nice lad. Proper nice lad.
Oh. Do you want another coffee? Yeah. Just to go back to Birmingham though.
Yeah.
When Christoph come in, that must have been this World Cup winner. I mean, he were a smooth operator, wasn't he?
Smooth, and he wasn't just that. He was a great player, and he got everything. When he walked into a room, and Brucey went back to that, he said, "It's like when Cantona walked into a room," which I've never met Cantona. I said, when Cantona walked into a room, everybody just looked at him.
An aura.
In aura, and
I think it's a French thing.
With quiet. I don't know what it is.
They just walk around with
got something about them.
An arrogance or pizzazz.
Would you say arrogance?
No, I wouldn't say arrogance. I think he knew he were good. Do you know what I mean? And he most probably knew he were a lot better than us. I'm really honest. The way he trained you were anyway.
You say it's a Banzali?
Yeah.
Banzali? What was that?
French accent.
How many of them you had?
Not enough.
But we went to pre-season, went to Malaysia tour where Chelsea went and Newcastle, and Brucey were in the room in the foyer, and Brucey's giving us it, saying, listen, you can have one day where you can have a beer and enjoy yourselves and play golf the day after, rest day. And all of a sudden we sat there and he's giving his orders, and when we've got to be up for breakfast and all that, itineraries, and all of a sudden you hear this ding, and the lift's up, and this Christoph, he's had his hair done, looks like some out of Vidal Sassoon. He's got a white linen shirt and down to his belly button with a St. Christopher on, ripped jeans and flip-flops, and the gaffer goes, oh, gaffer, it's Christoph, where you going? He went, going out, gaffer. Boom, straight out in a taxi into town in Malaysia.
Nothing said.
But nothing said. 6 o'clock in the morning he comes in.
I'd love to see the photo. I'd love to see the photo when that lift door opened.
So what? I know it's Christoph Dugan, but I'm surprised Bruce has let that happen.
I am as well.
But you're not raging. There's players thinking, "Fuck me."
Well, we're thinking, Jesus Christ. But we
sounds like someone from Take Me Out, doesn't it?
We were in awe, not in awe, but you just look at him and go. When he got the ball in training, you just like applauded. You seriously you're just like, what's he doing? Tried kicking him, couldn't get near him, and he wasn't small. He was like 6'2" and athletic as well. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think Bruce had probably got the mindset of, I'm fucking just lucky to have him?
I think so. Yeah.
I'll lay him off a little bit because we shouldn't really have him at this point.
No, I think when he were on loan and he was staying at hotels and everything, when he signed permanent, he obviously got an house in Dorridge in the local area where we were, and once we had a game on a Saturday, he'd gone Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe come back Wednesday or Thursday. Now, if you're playing well and you're winning games, we weren't bothered.
That's fine.
Because we were getting the bonuses and do you know what I mean? We're enjoying it, but if we're in on a Monday and a Tuesday, running his tits off, which we did sometimes, then it don't look good, does it, for Christoph? But listen, Christoph had it most probably in his contract. So.
And probably didn't get
and his family were all based in Bordeaux, so I don't think he wanted to move them. I think they moved over for about a month, but never enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, which were unfortunate.
From what we've heard, it doesn't sound like it would have occurred either. What the lads thought.
Yeah, well, now he just kept saying, "Oh, he's won the European Cup and he's played with Zinedine Zidane and he's won this and he's won that." But
so how did Bruce actually get him then?
Well, he told me and Debs were really close with Brucey, and the thing that happened, he said, "Listen, I'm flying out today, so I've got a player here, a proper player who's hopefully going to sign for us." So a couple of days after, he said, "I've only fucking got him. Me and Debs will come and tell us when I can't. It's proper press release and everything. It's got to be done properly. I can't tell you because you'll tell everybody." So he's coming, and obviously we've signed Christoph Dugri, and I didn't know he was. So I'm googling him, and I've gone World Cup winner, playing with Zinedine Zidane, all these top players, and he said, "Never ever have I seen anything like it." He said, got into the car, pulled up at his house, and he said, I've got a nice house, but I've seen this house. And I said, "Is this his house?" And he went, "No, it's his gatehouse." So he said, "You're fucking joking." So he's gone up this road, and he said he's not lying. He said it must have been nigh on 2 miles to his house. He gets to the top of the hill, and he always said to me, he said, "Can you remember at Gladiator when he dies and he comes back home to his wife and his kid, and he's doing that in the cornfields, and it's a massive thing?" He said that's what it just looked like. It were all vineyards, and he said he got to the door. He said the butler opened the door in like a suit and everything. Opened the door, and he's gone through this.
He's not fucking Batman, is he?
No, French Batman. But he's just got there. He's opened the door, and Christoph sat on his patio with a glass of red wine, and Brucey said to him, he went, "I ain't signing him," and he got him, signed him same day.
So he just didn't think there were any chance that
I don't think so.
Come to Birmingham.
No, I don't think so.
Jesus, man.
And was he good? Was he good for Birmingham?
Yeah, he was brilliant. The season on loan he was, when he come like for 3 months, because we were in the Premier League, and we were, it's like when you're getting promoted, you're 4th and 5th, and you're treading water all the time, trying to get near them top 5, top 6, it's too much hard graft. So we were playing against Southampton, and it's one of the best games I've ever seen an individual player have. He was just megging people, flicking it, back heeling, everything like that, and he did something. After about 70 minutes, he did something. He fouled somebody, and the ref. We were like 20 yards away, and the ref went, and he just stood there, and he just looked. And I was signing Christoph, and I'm like nodding, "Christoph, ref," and he's gone. Ref's gone, and he just went, and he did that to the ref.
You come to me.
Ref, it's on video. The ref walked to him. He had a word with him, and he just went, "Oh, whatever." They just jogged. No. So he got that effect. It got that effect on people. He really had. Some player.
See, anybody listening to this probably think he sounds like a knobhead, but
far from it. On nights out, we went like to do's. We went to like a Midlands award, and I went with my missus, and Sav went with his missus, and then Christoph come, and he's come with his dad and his 2 brothers. And we're all sat around the table, and I've gone, "Oh, what did your brother do?" Christoph just went, "He's got me." He's got like a 30 grand Rolex. He's all geared up and everything. So, "What's your other brother?" He's got me. Like that. And that's all he said. Went round. He went, "They've got me." Like that. And he was just ordering brandy and whiskies, bottles and everything. But he was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. What a top fella.
Brilliant.
He's in media now, isn't he, in France? Does all the media.
Best you've played with? Best you've played with?
Do you know something? A lot always ask me this. What's the best ever player you've ever played? And on ability, and it's hard for me to say this side because he used to play for Aston Villa, and it's Stan Collymore. Jesus. I played with Fulham for 3 months. He come from Aston Villa to Fulham on loan. Paul Bracewell got him. Boy, was he a player.
Yeah. Did you get on with him?
He was sound as a pound, but he was just he were either the best player on the park and you couldn't get near him. He was like Christoph, but he was 6'4", big, strong, Eddie, 2 feet. Like he were at Liverpool and Forest. He was like that, and you're just thinking, wow. If he'd have been right mentally and all that, he'd have got over 100 caps for England. He was that good. But then there were days where I'd be running, because I was playing up front with him, running around and thinking, come on, mate. You've got more than this kind of thing. And he was frustrated, but he was brilliant. He was unbelievable. But again, I played with Karl-Heinz Riedel at Fulham. Yeah. What a player he was. Just knew the back of the net all the time. And he gave me the best advice ever as a striker. And I hear a lot of coaches say now, he went, the goals never move. He said that to me. Because sometimes you just shoot and you won't even look, and you think, he went, the goals never move. So I know where I am on the pitch, the goals never move. It's right, really, if you think about it.
He won the World Cup and all, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I didn't get back from Barnsley.
They love Geoff,
from Barnsley,
these
didn't
World
I?
Cup winners.
I tell you what does that Horsfield need? He needs a fucking World Cup winner.
Make him run a bit more.
Get the best out of him. We'll put a lazy fucking World Cup winner up there.
Remember when I can't pronounce his name, Enkelman let it under his foot?
Yeah.
Was it you that scored?
Yeah, that was my first ever Premier League goal. It's just been the anniversary thing in September, just gone. I don't even know if he touched it. I scored the last goal. That was my first ever Premier League goal against Aston Villa. I was substitute. I only come on for about 15 minutes. But it run under his foot.
Yeah, he got.
I don't know if it hit him or not, and somebody slapped him on the face.
Yeah, somebody came on.
Fan
Yeah.
came on, yeah.
Which is silly.
As a Blues player, scoring against Villa, you're just immortalised.
Proper, not being big-headed about it. That's all that everybody ever talks about. But the good thing about it, we went to, because they were a lot better players. You know, they'd got all the top players. So they've got Barry, they've got Hendry, they've got Big Dion, Merce. They've got all them kind of players, top players. And we'd just come up. We hadn't played them in a derby for 17 years. So around this place, we're just, because I live in the Villa area now, so the Caulfield's Villa area, believe it or not. And it was just, everything about it was just Blues Villa. As soon as that fixture come out, that's all anybody would rather about. From August to September, they never spoke about anything else apart from this game. Not a word. And I can always remember Melberg and Larson, the two centre-halves, that's who the two centre-halves were. And Melberg put in the paper on the Thursday, I've never even heard of Birmingham City, and I've never heard of any of the players. And that was it. That's all he said, something about really derogatory about us. So then Brucey's team talk, we'd done all the set plays and done everything about it. And he'd come in, like the team talk and all that. He named the team before, so he put the board up, that's the team. And then he just got his finger and he just went, boom, read that fucker. What he's just put. And we tore him to bits in the tunnel. And I mean, frightened him to death. Growled at him and just went, I'm going to kill you and all that. That's all we did. You could just hear it. Petrified. They're only Big Dion that stood at stand up. And Little Wrighty, actually, I were at Leeds with. Little Alan Wright. He was like, yeah, come on, have it, that kind of thing. Everybody else just went, whoa.
Yeah.
Because I remember speaking to Dion about it.
Yeah.
When him and Savage had a.
Yeah, that was at the away gate. That was the away one. So we won 3-0 at home on the. Why they put it on a Monday night, I do not know. But they put both of them on a Monday night, where they were out all day on the pop and just scrapping, and I mean proper scrapping. But like Dion, I still don't know. Everybody asks me, so what did he say? What racist did he say? This? Did he say? I have still to this day do not know. And people go, nah, you must do. I were on the bench again. Brucey put me on the bench again, both times, the bastard. But I managed to, again, come on and score. Do you know what I mean? And that were at the alt end where all the fans were. So Enkelman again, I went 50-50 with it. Well, it was 70-30 to get the ball. I just steamrolled it, went straight past him and just laid it into empty net. So that was a good thing for me. So they just... Blues fans just love it.
Was that the game when you went in goal as well?
And then I went in goal for 12 minutes. So I always say, like, when we do all things like this, I say, I even took the piss out. I felt sorry for you, so I went in goal. That's what winds them up. They go, shut up like that. So they don't like that. But they were the most hostile games I've played in them.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Why do they teach us so much then?
I ain't a clue. Because obviously it's called Birmingham City. Because it's called Birmingham as a city. Yeah. And it's Aston Villa, and they just hate each other. And I mean detest each other. Hate it. The amount of scraps I've been up on Broad Street and all that because of the Villa fans.
Do you still get a few comments now? Like you said,
no, not really. I think once you get a bit older, we have the banter and all that. I drink with all my mates are Villa fans. I drink with them in the pub and all that, so we have a proper good laugh. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't have been able. My local's only like a mile away. I wouldn't have been able to walk in there 15 years ago. I'd have got shot, and I mean I'd have got shot. I'd have got shot or stabbed. Seriously.
As bad as that?
It's that bad. It's shocking.
The thing is, you just need to look at what happened with Grealish.
Yeah, absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking what happened there. And he's a working class lad that's got no football violence or anything like that. It's from Tamworth, which is like 5 miles away. Yeah. And just goes and does that. He's a player. I look at it. Listen, he's like the Robbie Savage of Villa. when Blues played. Everybody hated him, but you'd always want him in your side because everybody said he were a headless chicken and all that. He let the other players like Dunny and people like that play. Do you know what I mean? That's what Sav were like. Yeah. He just annoyed people. But Grealish is a top player. And what happened to him? Just a disgrace. It was a proper disgrace. Because it's only a matter of time somebody comes in and goes boom. And it's not fair. You shouldn't be playing football and fearing that somebody's going to come on the pitch.
I tell you the problem is the stewards, they're all just fucking students, aren't they?
That's what they are. They get paid whatever minimum thing. They're not watching that. They're watching the game because they get a free ticket as well. So they're not watching the crowd. Do you know what I mean? But people shouldn't be doing that. They really shouldn't. So it was a shame. And you knew he were going to score. Like, I were at the game.
I've never been so happy.
You just went, yep, you're going to score. And then I went, serves everybody right. Yeah. Serves that right. But he's a top player. But he does get a bit of grief.
I'm not sure about him, me.
He's been found out in the Premier League. Don't get me wrong, because he's one of them where he goes and he wants that little touch and he can't do that against De Bruyne and all the top players. Yeah. He could in the champ. He could do it. He could boss it in the champ, couldn't he? But I think the McGinn's the better player. Yeah. McGinn. Yeah. Oh, what a player he is! I don't think he'll be there long, to be honest.
No.
Good having Savage in as a teammate.
Yeah, he were all right. Most insecure man you'll ever meet.
Yeah,
most insecure. I've still got his golf clubs in my car. I nicked him out of his car. He still don't even know now. I've had him 20 years.
He does now.
Yeah, he does now. I just opened the boot and took him. So no, he were golden. He were one of them where, and to be fair, he shit himself when he first signed for Blues because I were playing for Fulham at the time and we went to quarter-final at Carling Cup and we lost on penalties. So Chris Coleman missed one, Kit Simons missed one. So I was the third penalty taker. So if I didn't score, we were out. So I've gone down. Shit, to be fair, it's shite penalty. He saved it, I can't remember. I think it was Tim Flowers saved the ball like that. So I've run round. So they're all coming towards to congratulate Tim Flowers. So I played against Tags. Though Tags, Walsh and Elliott. I was one up front and I got to go against them. And to be fair, I loved it. I went, yeah, come on, we'll have it. And it was just free for all for 90 minutes and the extra time. I was absolutely loved it. And when they all come running up like that, Sav went like that in front of my face, like that. And I went like that to hit him and then pull my hand back like that. Never said anything. And obviously, he's Welsh. So Chris Coleman, Kit, Melville, every time they went on Welsh duty, they'd go, somebody else to talk to you, like that. Put the phone on to me, because I knew what we were going to do. I'm going to fuck it. Anytime I see you, I'm going to kill you. I'm telling you, I'm going to beat you up and all this. And he shit himself. He come to Blues, and he were like really, really scared. He come in change rooms, and he were like, are we all right? Like that. He thought I was going to like beat him. But he were brilliant. He were different class stuff. Really nice kid.
Fucking shitbag savage.
Yeah. But he's good lad, proper good lad. Done well for himself and all, hasn't he?
He's probably doing better now than
when he played.
Yeah,
he's good lad, proper good lad.
And Brian Robson come in at West Brom.
Yeah.
Obviously you've had Steve Bruce.
Yeah.
United legends. Were they similar? Obviously they've had the Alex Ferguson
ethos.
I
think the ethos is the way you're looking for, is it?
Well, we'll go with ethos.
He would different class, absolutely different class. And obviously I'd met him. Obviously I'd never played against him, wasn't good enough to play against him, but I met him when we went up with Brucey when we got promoted. We went up to Hale.
Right.
So we ain't got time, so we got promoted and Brucey said, listen, let's go up to Hale, go to my local, we'll have a few beers. So we've gone into this like local pub in just outside Old Early Edge, and I think there were Norman Whiteside sat there, Gary Bailey, Brian Robson, Gordon McQueen. There were a couple more, and we were just like, fuck, it's all the Man United old boys here.
Must have done well. Must have been a fruitful pub to own, I think.
Oh my God! all them were. But they were having a beer. They said, "Oh, congratulations" and all that. And it were absolutely brilliant. I always remember Paul Devlin, who I used to have a beer with, but he's only about 5'2". He can't drink. He had 4 pints. Boom, he's gone. So we're drinking on the way up there, and all of a sudden, he's like, boom, he's asleep at the bar in front of all these. Like we're talking to him and all that. So we ended up next door at nursing home, and I know we shouldn't have, but we ended up taking a wheelchair. So we got a wheelchair, put Devs in it, and put like a blanket over him, and we wheeled him to every pub. Like this is 5 o'clock afternoon though. This is 5 o'clock afternoon, so we do that to him. Goes out, we gets in about, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and obviously we're like, all of a sudden, he's going down the corridor, boom, 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock, boom, boom, get up. Don't forget, he's at like 16 hours kip, so he's bright as a button. We're all worse for wear, boom, banging on all the doors, and gets up, said, all right, Dev, so we're having breakfast, go back on the all-day session, and then we go and meet, we go to some of the lads playing golf, so we want into golf, so me, Devs, a few of the others weren't really into golf, so said, go and have a beer, so we got into this, I think it's Mere Golf and Country Club, not Mottramore, Mere Golf and Country Club. There's 2 snooker tables there, so we're sat going in the bar. Bruce is already in there with Sir Alex Ferguson, sat having a drink. So obviously he's congratulating him, and she's got promoted to the Premier League. And there's these 2 old blokes, and they've got the bow ties on the waistcoats and the proper posh old men. Paul Devlin just goes, oh, watch this, I'm going to fucking do. He just runs up and dives on the snooker table, and all the balls just fly all over.
He's done a Klinsmann.
Klinsmann Bruce has just looked at him and looked at Sir Alex, because it's his club as well. It's not, he doesn't own it, but it's his golf club and all that. And Ferguson's just walked over, he was gold, and he walked over and he just went, listen, he said, I apologise for that. They've just got promoted to Premier League. He said, oh yeah. He said, anything you want, I'll get you. I'll get you. So he were brilliant. He were absolutely brilliant. And I spoke to him after Alex Ferguson, and this is how good he was as a manager. And I never used to like him on Man United because I love Liverpool. But he come up to me, he said, Geoff, brilliant what you've done. He said, I can remember you when you were at Halifax, Witton, and Guiseley. And I said, oh, what do you mean? He said, well, you went here that year, then you did this, then you did that. And I went, how did you know that? He said, oh, I know everything about non-league. So from Northern Premier to the top non-league, the nationwide, and all the way through. He said, I know every player.
Mad, innit?
Yeah.
I wonder what he thinks of us.
Knowledge. He might know you, Pax. He was at Wellington Street. But now we're just, something that sticks in my head all the time. He just went, I knew everything. He knew everything about me. I just thought, for him to know, because I'll never get nowhere near Man United, but for him to know different kind of players all the way through, just shows how good he was.
Yeah.
Just shows how good he was.
Megson went. Robson comes in November.
Yeah.
We spoke to Campbell. Kevin Campbell about this, the greatest escape.
He's a fucking arrogant bastard, isn't it? What? We spoke to Campbell.
We spoke to Rambo about the great escape.
We spoke to Campbell. There's a twat there. Kev, because Kev does listen, right? So Kev, he's a fucking little bold prick, isn't he?
Do you know what? It serves him right for not giving you a hug, though.
I know. Well, no, we're on good terms now. I got the hug the second time.
You had to ask for it, though.
It was a good embrace. Tight as well.
You had to ask for it.
Big unit, innit?
Oh.
Big unit.
And Robson takes you bottom at Christmas.
Yeah.
No team's ever
survived
after being bottom. And he takes you to Florida.
He brung Kevin. Obviously, he come from abroad. He brung Stevie Watson in.
Yeah.
So he brought some older, experienced players who he thought... We'd already got a tight knit, but he just brought us all together. And Cam's he was in the middle of it all the time. Do you know what I mean? Because you've been in football dressing rooms where there's always a split. Either if it's foreigners, do you know what I mean? And there's always one of them splits. And he just went, right, we're all in this together. And he come in here and did a massive speech. And we're thinking, we're having Cam's like kind of thing. So we're at bottom. We're winning games. I can remember playing Liverpool at home. Got dicked 6. I think I touched the ball about 3 times in all the game. They couldn't get near him. 6, I think we got dicked by Man United 4 and all that. So we were getting proper pasted. Nigel Pearson were involved. He was assistant manager. He were brilliant. And we played Middlesbrough. I think we drew 1 apiece. And the week before, Brian Robson said to us, he said, international break coming up. He said, lads, do you want to go away with your missus? Dubai or Spain or wherever you want to go, or do you want a lads holiday? Let's have a vote on it. We're like, yeah, let's have a lads holiday. So he said lads holiday. So there were only 2 or 3 that said, well, we want to go away with his families and all that. But we wanted a bonding session as well. We got Gams and we got Watto, we got a couple of others. Kieran Richardson, he signed from Man United. What a player he was. So we got players we wanted a bonding. So he said, we're going to take you to Portugal or Spain. He said, but we know you lads like a drink. He said, so I'm going to take you to Orlando where there's no press. So we're thinking, brilliant. So some of the lads weren't allowed to go. Even though it was a club trip, they weren't allowed to go. So he had to send...
From the wives?
Yeah, from the wives. So spineless, yelly jellyfishes, that's what I call them. And They had to get letters sent to home to put the itinerary. So 9 o'clock flight from Heathrow, whatever, training at this place, training at that. So
Bet Hooters weren't on there, weren't it?
Oh, Hooters were on, yeah. Well, no, he wasn't on the itinerary.
On the itinerary.
I told you about Hooters, has it? Oh, we'll come to that one. Brilliant Hooters, isn't it? I want to see if he tells the same story. And he got to the airport and he just went, you know that itinerary? And he just got it and just went, fuck it, like that. Brian Robson is. He said, we're going to have a good time. He said, you've got, I think it were about 26 hours to 10 o'clock in the morning when we were supposed to train. You've got 26 hours. He said, I've got it, 26 hours. He said, I ain't bothered. How pissed you are? Whatever. He said, I want you all on that bus 10 o'clock in the morning. Because he were like a team bonding, so if he's pissed and he's in bed, you get him up and get on the, not staying in there. And I think that was the method in his man. He must have done it with Man United or whatever. So he's got there. So we've got in the airport and we like sat there. There's me, Paul Robinson, John O'Green. There's a few of us just sat around and Cam's, what do you want, lads? Boom, he's skipper. He's made him captain now. Goes to the bar. Oh, how much is it, Cam's? Usually have a whip. I said, no, lads, I've got it. So like, he's pulled this fucking Black American Express card. We've never seen one. We're on half decent money, but not what like Cam's were on. Arsenal and all that. Everton looked and he's gone, put that behind the bar. So he's put that behind the bar. Oh, fucking hell. He's only got a black one. It's worth fortunes and all this.
So you've got to have so much money in your
You've got to have so much money in it and all that to have a Black
American
Express card. So we've gone, get out of this.
Hello.
So
It's not
he's put it behind the bar.
cheeky icing either.
He's then done whatever with a few beers, and he's told Paul Robinson, Chipmunk, he said, just sign it. Oh, yeah, all right. So he's got it. He ain't gave him it back. He's come to me. He said, I've got his Black American Express. We'll go fucking wild with it. And we go, no, you can't. He said, we gave him it back 3 days later. We went to America. We went to bars. Hooters, went all over it. He didn't even know. That's how much cash he's got. I'll tell him when he comes on, he's got too much cash. Very well, brilliant. Towards the end of the season,
Can you better buy you a drink, Kev?
Yeah. he got loads of t-shirts made for Robbo with a Black American Express t-shirt on. I think his bill were about $3,000. He didn't bat an eye. He were absolutely, he were different class. He really was.
I read a story about you. Do you drop trout or something?
Oh yeah. Well, the first one were Hooters, wasn't it? So we've been on the session. We've done a bit of training, but nothing much. Like a bit of keep ball for 20 minutes and watch baseball and all. That's what it's supposed to be about. So we've gone. He said we've gone. The lads, we've been like 3 days. So we've gone. He said, and this is in middle of the season, by the way. I think we're playing Everton or somebody on the week after, so we were supposed to be training, and we've gone on the bus and the lads have gone, listen, we've been on the session, we'll go to Nike World, Adidas, we'll go and do a bit of shopping, have a bit to eat, not drink, and then ready for the session at night. So we're all sat there.
We'll have one afternoon.
Yeah, we'll have one after 6 o'clock. So we sat there and all of a sudden we've got a free like minibus thing. There's about 12 of us. So all of a sudden, sees this bloke running down the ramp and all that. Head pops around like that. Brian Robson, lads, where you going? We're going shopping, have a bit of dinner. When I'm coming with you, he said, them fucking boring fuckers, they're drinking coffee and reading books around the pool. He said, I'm coming with you. This is Brian Robson, the manager. Absolutely unbelievable. So he said, we're going to go shopping. He went, well, I'm not. I'm going to Hooters. So we ended up going to Hooters for an afternoon session. I don't know if Cam's told you, Brian Robson's like a camel, right? We got pictures of lager, so we had Bud Light or Bud and all that. So we're pouring pints like that and we one each other. We're going to the toilet. I've gone twice. John O's gone like that. And we've gone to Gaffer. And Gaffer, you haven't been for a piss yet? And he says, nah, I never do. So I don't know where it goes. He said, but I don't piss. It's unbelievable. but that's what I mean. It's like the stories and all that. Like you could just sit with Brian Robson for days on end. He was just brilliant.
So
As a manager,
never got no new night trainers that afternoon.
Now did we all? No.
So what's it? Where did you end up dropping your trousers?
The thing that happened, I think I can remember. We'd been on it and we went to Church Street, they call it. So that was like the liveliest. Everybody thinks Orlando, it's all theme parks and all that. It's like Wellington Street and Broad Street all in one. Brilliant. So it's like a mixture of all three, but it was just absolutely rammed. So we went down there and we got these pizzas or something, and we've got eating these pizzas about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm eating them like this, and I'm fucking off, going back to pissing. I'm thinking I need a piss. And I've gone round the corner, and I've gone like that, gone to a pee outside at wall. Coppers coming down road, aren't they? Ooh, something like that. Everybody thought I'd pull my trousers down for a laugh. I would have been a piss. I better pull them back up. I thought we were going to get locked up.
You can get away with having a piss on Wellington Street.
But no, it was a good trip, to be fair. We went out for loads of meals, but I think we were drinking 5 days out of 6. But we come back. I think we won 6 out of 7 or 6 out of 8 games in the Premier League. Beat Everton, beat Arsenal, beat some top teams.
Mate, if we went out for meals, if you're drinking 5 days out of 6, right, and you went out for meals and that, I'm coming back easily a stone heavy. Eat comfortably.
It was humid. I think I was sweating in bed.
Turn that aircon off. But I'd have put a fucking stone on easy, comfortably.
It was brilliant trip, absolutely brilliant.
And for all you sports scientists who listen, right, fucking kept you up.
It did keep us up, it kept us up. Unbelievable. Frightening how we did.
Shove your protein bars.
And we got. I think we were one of the first people to get a penalty at Old Trafford in about 10 years. Yeah. And it was me. I just fell down. I think I thought, fucking hell. I was 1-on-1 with keeper, and I just went, I ain't going to score this. I'm falling. Boom, down I went, and then Ernie scored the goal. Yeah. Got the penalty at Old Trafford, and that gave us the chance for the last day of the season.
You talk about important goals that you've scored.
Probably the most important one, if I'm honest. Yeah. It really is. I know the Villa games and all that, but I think for us, people not to expect us stopping up, to us stopping up, and everything had to go our way. There were Norwich, Crystal Palace, there were they played Charlton, all them teams, and everything went for us. Everything went for us, and he dropped me. The bastard dropped me for last game of the season. I were absolutely good, and I were renovating a house at the time, and it was Survival Sunday on the Sunday, and on the Saturday I'd got to knock an internal wall down and put a 12-foot girder in for the plasterer to come on the Monday morning.
It's got to be done.
I was doing that until 11 o'clock at night. We'd got a game at 3 o'clock. I thought, started Man United. I started like the last 3 or 4 games, and I thought, I'm playing.
You could have got somebody else to do it.
It took my mind off. I thought, I ain't going to sit at home. So, and I did. I had 2 beers and a Chinese. I went straight for a Chinese because I was knackered. So I had a Chinese. And somebody saw me and said, "You've got a game tomorrow, haven't you?"
We're like 2 fucking beers in a pond.
And I only had 2 beers. Well, I think I lager tops or something like that. And it would just relax. And then obviously he's named the team, and I was absolutely distraught. And I mean distraught. He left me out. But I just thought, got to get on with it. And just. We want to stay up, kind of thing.
Well, you think I could have had another starter last night?
Could have had some more seaweed and some spicy spare ribs. So we did that, and then it got to half time, and I were having a piss in the toilet, and he's at the side of me. I said, "I'll score if you put me on," and it's in his book. I said, "I'll score. Just got a funny feeling I'm going to score." And it must have been in his thoughts 60 whatever minutes it was. Boom! I ain't even touched the ball. I've run on. Come on for John O'Green in Zoltan's crossed it, volleyed it, and it's gone in, which thankfully, which were brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Set up the second as well.
Set up the second for Kieran. He were different class him, Kieran Richardson. Yeah. He was brilliant, yeah.
He's come back. I seen a tweet the other day. He said he's going to carry on playing.
Is he? I don't know how old he is, but
he retired, didn't he?
When he he just got some. You know when people just glide across grass. And he's just touching his off and he's like balance and everything. He was brilliant. He were a big difference for us, him in Cams. Big difference, them two coming in. But no, it were brilliant, that. Absolutely brilliant.
Pitch invasion, afterwards.
Everything, out afterwards. I got caught. Well, I didn't get caught. I was having an interview, so I've been eating the champagne and the beers and the thing and all that. Not realising, because you're all excited and all that. I got into my car outside the ground. Sarah Jane Mee's coming, right, interviewing me. I've got a bottle of champagne, drinking it like that. I'm not pissed, but I'm like drinking it. And then she's interviewing, "Yeah, brilliant, Geoff, and it's live." I'm like, yeah, not a problem. Gave her a bottle, just got in the car and drove. I'm thinking, what have I just done? My missus is at the side of me, I ain't even had a beer. So I'm thinking, Jesus Christ. So it just mad.
Just euphoria of it, you just thought.
Yeah, it just went, boom, that were it.
So what did you do that night then?
To be fair, we'd got our I'd planned, like you, on about the holidays, I'd planned to go away on the Monday afternoon, book flights months in advance, not knowing it were our player at you do on the Monday. So I've said to Gaffer, he said,
They all like each other, aren't they? Both need a diary.
Yeah. It's the Barnsley thing, I'm sure it is. So we've met up in the morning, on the Monday morning, and he'd booked a Thai restaurant in at 12 o'clock in Birmingham, Brian Robson. We've come in, he's still pissed, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, Gaffer's still absolutely lagging. And he's come to me and he's gone, brilliant yesterday, Geoff, absolutely brilliant. You did say you'd score and all that. He said, I'm so sorry. I said, sorry about what? And he went, your contract. What about my contract? He says, oh, you got 75 grand if you started 30 games. Oh, and you fucking 29. That game I didn't start it. I didn't even know.
Did he know?
He knew then.
Is that why he didn't play that?
No, he knew after.
My God.
And I went, you're joking? And he went, I said, Gaff, I didn't even know. He says, don't worry about it. I said, I'll sort it out. So I'll look after you. So when we went pre-season, the next season, he sorted me a 2-year deal out and put that in it. Which was good of him, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? So he just thought,
he didn't have to do
respect
that, did he?
now.
I
didn't even know.
At any point, did you think about giving him a fucking Jim Gannon or what?
No, I just thought, he'd almost probably beat me up. No, but it was brilliant that. Different class.
You'll always be the first that's done it. Never take that away.
No, definitely. And it were hard. That season were a graft.
Yeah.
Proper graft. Getting tonked at Liverpool and Arsenal and Man United. It's hard work.
That's what Kev said though, wasn't it? When he walked in the changing rooms, he just went through the players and thought,
good enough.
This has got enough.
Good players,
We just need
Yeah.
togetherness.
So much togetherness, yeah.
Who'd you been playing with prior to that, Canu?
Canu, yeah. Lazy bastard.
I was going to say, you've got a few of these international lazy bastards knocking around, don't you?
Can't people go to me, he runs around, I want to put that lazy bastard in him up front. I think that's what they must do. And again, what a player he was. What a player.
I can't imagine. The fact he was 64 as well.
Yeah.
But
he used to come in his Ferrari. Megson signed him, believe it or not. Gary Megson signed him. And I can't believe it because he were all fitness. If you ran 10k on Prozone and lost 3-0, he'd rather you do that than run 8k and win 1-0 half at time. He just wanted runners all the time. But kind of used to just turn up. We'd have a fining system, 10 o'clock. If you're not here, it's 100 quid. And it's like 50 quid a minute after to put in the players' pool for the lads' holidays or whatever it was. He just used to turn up at like 25 past 10. He'd come with his checkbook. In his toiletry bag, he'd go, here Cams, so Cams would do, we'd have like a committee. So me, Cams, Steve Watson, do like 4 committee. Said, oh, that's like 700 quid, can't I? We'd go, just keep paying it. Won't bother at all, unbelievable.
I can't imagine you look at him and think, he's going to roll his sleeves up for us today and fucking graft his ball.
You know, but again, he could just do magic. He was just brilliant. Just magic.
Some fucking players you play with, when you think about it.
Yeah. I hope they think that about me. I bet they don't.
Duggan's just doing a French podcast now.
The best player I play with, the horse.
A few Sheffield United fans were straight on Twitter. Back to the Enigma 8. Is it the Enigma 8 now?
It must be, it's up there.
Neil Warnock, you went on loan with a deal to sign at the end of the season.
I left. We were playing my old team, Fulham, and we ended up getting beat 6-1. And I pulled my hamstring first 20 minutes, so I was still going to sign on the Monday. That were all done. And he must have phoned me 3-4 times a day for 2 weeks prior, saying, Geoff, I need you. Who had we got? We'd got Rob Hulls, we'd got about 6 strikers, and I'm thinking, what's he need me for? But it got me a chance to go back up to Yorkshire, which I wanted to at the time because I'd got problems with my old daughter from my first wife, so I wanted to get back up. He were offering me a 3-year contract on more money than I were at West Brom. Thinking, I'm 32, thinking, well, this is going to be my last one this morning.
This is me, job done.
Went there, and I started the first game, Coventry at home. We went 1-0 down. I played all right, 7, 8 out of 10, did all right. But there were Jagielka Montgomery, though Chris Morgan, going back to Chris Morgan and people, Paddy Kenny and all that, we got a decent side, and I think we were top at table at the time, so he wanted that final push. So I signed. Went 1-0 up, I think. No, went 1-0 down. We got scored again, and there were a penalty. And I went to pick it up, and I'm not a penalty taker, pick it up. Paul Eiffel said, I'm penalty taker. I'd not known the lad for 2 days. So I went, yeah, not a problem, take it. Took it, hit the post, bounced back out, bang. They went and scored. 2-1, lost the game. Fucking more or less one-up blame me. Next game, you're on the bench. I went, what do you mean I'm on the bench?
Straight after game, is he?
Yeah, you're not playing next game, blah, blah, I'm not having it. He was like that, he just set things on a whim kind of thing. And I just went, not a problem. So I'm on the bench the next game, come on after, we were 1-0 down. I've come on and there's Jags and Montgomery who have been fantastic players, especially Jags. And I were running around, shutting people down like that, and they're behind me just, we only needed 2 wins to get promoted. And they're like, this heads down, I'm like, so I've come in, shouting at him on the pitch, comes in at full time, and I say what it is. I'll say, you fucker, stop being a lazy bastard, blah, 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 blah. Warnock's coming, who are you shouting at? So who the fucking hell, what are you on about? I said, I'm telling them that the lazy bastards, you can't talk to him like that. So I just went, I'm talking to who I want, like when I want. I said, I want to win football games. There were Shorty in there, there were Flitcroft in there, so they're all experienced players. And they're like, they're nodding, going, yeah, he's in his way here. So, bum like that, we had a bit of set-to, and me and him had a little bit of set-to. So you're not going to win games, Gaffer? Yeah, shut up, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, you shut up. So we had a bit of a set-to, like that. That way, boom, career gone, Sheffield United.
Good time.
He never said to me, he got Stuart McCall to ring me up and say, Geoff, you're not, the next game, he said, you're not in the squad. If you want to go on holiday for a week, you can. So he more or less put me on gardener's leave. So I thought, whoa, I'm not having this one. I'm not having this. So I rang Brian Robson. After about a week, I rang Brian Robson. I said, can you not get me back? He went, I'd love it. I want you back. I need you back. So I said, oh, can they do it? But chairman of West Brom, he'd sold me for 1.1 million, what they bought me for 3 years before. So it was a great deal for him.
So you were happy?
He were happy. And he said to Brian Robson, not to Kane else chance. And it was just one of them things. So I went on loan, Leicester, Leeds, Scunny, just, again, my career just started going like that then. Which was a shame,
It's mad bad about Warnock though, because we've had a few on obviously speaking about him, and they've said that he doesn't hold grudges. You know, like what's said in the changing room.
Yeah, I don't...
He kind of forgets about it.
Well, he didn't seem to with me. He just went, bum. But he didn't have the balls to say it. I went to McCall. McCall went, he said this. I said, well, I want to see him. Face to face, I want to see him. Oh, he's not into it. I said, well, when's he in? Oh, he's down Plymouth till Thursday or whatever. I said, well, I want to see him face to face. So we had a bit of a set to. He just went, listen, it ain't worked out. Send you on loan, boom, boom, boom. Not really. Jeez. One of them things.
Did he think that you should have took the penalty then originally?
I don't know. I don't really did get to bottom of that. I think it was because they weren't pets, but they were like good lads. Jags and Montgomery. They were really good lads. But maybe because I had a pop at them. But if it had been Cams and he wasn't doing it, I'd had a pop at Cams and Cams would have gone, yeah, you're right there, Geoff. But sorry, do you know what I mean? And that's how we were, kind of things. That's the kind of players, but he just didn't like it. It's one of the things. If I come into this room, I'd have to speak to him. That's not a problem. Football at the end of the day. Things happen. Shit happens, doesn't it? Get on with it. Get on with it.
Do you think he felt that you kind of stepped on his authority with
maybe
them players?
Maybe so.
Tight
Yeah,
with him?
yeah. Maybe they were tight. Like Paddy, what's saying? Paddy followed him everywhere. Paddy Kenny. Do you know what I mean? Players like that, Montgomery, Jagielka, Geary, and all them. They were all like that. He's close knit. Morgs.
I'm sure Morgs would do exactly the same thing. Though.
Morgs were exactly the same.
But he had his feet under the table.
Yeah, he'd been there a while, Morgs, ain't he?
So he felt like...
These were like the players who Warnock had had for years, and he fetched them. Fetched both through, I think.
Yeah, he fetched them both through.
His little clan on it.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I don't think no worse of him. Do you know what I mean? And I'd speak to him, I'd have a beer with him, whatever. It wouldn't bother me.
Did you start losing the love for it then after that, or was it more...
Yeah, it were like, you got to go on... So I went on loan to Leeds. Kevin Blackwell took me to Leeds United, and there were some great characters there, to be fair. Neil Sullivan, Sean Gregan, Gary Kelly, Bucks, centre half. So there were a lot of older generation in, and we had a good we had a good run, to be fair, but I think the club were on the...
Was that when all the chaos at Leeds, like Dennis Wise coming in? And...
That it was Wisey that come in. Well, Gaz Kelly were there on big door. He was the only one left on big door from the Mills, the Fowler, all them, the Ferdinands, because they got rid of everybody else, but Gaz went, I'm happy here. on his big money and all that.
I can cope with this place.
Do you know what I mean? And he would different. Wisey hated Gaz Kelly, because obviously we were on big money and all that, and he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the older players. And he went again. He come in and went, "You're not fit." So we were in at like 9 o'clock. He got Sully in the Fat Club at 8 o'clock on a bike. He just disrespected all the players. Wisey, to be fair.
His name's like mud on this show, innit?
Yeah.
Dennis.
Well, he come in and he said, "Oh, you're not powerful enough. Your abs are not powerful. We're doing this." So we're doing like fucking 500-600 sit-ups before training and all that. He were into all that. And then we did this. We'd been out on an all-dayer. So me, Butts, about 10 of us having a beer, and we knew we'd got a running session the day after. And like I've said, going back to it, I could run, I could peg.
Even if you'd been out? Lucky bastard.
And he didn't know this. He didn't know this. Why is he? So he's got in, he's gone, boom, that's it. I can't remember. I think it was a 2,000 or 3,000 metre run. And he's gone, right, blah, blah, blah. If you're not in him this time, you will do it again. And he set a really pretty fast-ish time. Where I looked and went, oh, fucking I'll piss that.
Meat and drink.
I'll get less than 5. I'll beat that by 5 minutes. And that's steady away. So I've just thought, fuck it, I'm going for it. So I just set off, and like Griegs and Butts, the big lads.
Oh, can you imagine
they were just like jogging going. They didn't like it, Sully and all that. And I've just absolutely flown round. Gus is there, who's brilliant. Gus Poyet, different class him, absolutely different class. So I've gone and I'm breathing out my ass, and I'm going, and he's gone, Geoff, brilliant, Geoff, that's unreal, Gus. Not wise, he's just like looking.
He wanted you all to fail.
He didn't want it. He wanted everybody to fail.
No praise.
Straight away. It's gone, oh, brilliant, Geoff. Like, I went, Gus, so I shouldn't have had them 20 fags last night. It's killed me. I hadn't, but doing that, you could see him raging. So he distanced all the older players. Just distanced them all. It is what it is. And then he signed 4 hour on loan. He signed 4 players on loan. We'd already got 3, and you could have only 5 in the squad at the time. I think you were 5 at the squad. And this is how I left Leeds United, and I didn't want to leave. I wanted to leave for him, and it was Christmas Day, trained at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and he put the squad up like that, and it all come down like that. And then at the end, to travel, said me, I can't remember who else, somebody else, and so 3 players to travel on Christmas Day.
So you're not involved, you're not in the squad, you're not involved.
Not even in the squad. So if they're injured, they're still going to go like that. Now, Christmas Day, and I've gone up to him, I said, what's that? I said, I'm 33-year-old. I said, don't treat me like a cunt. Don't do it. Just, I said, I want to go. And he went, so you're saying you don't want to play? Well, whoa, I'm not saying I don't want to play. Well, you're telling me you don't want to play football tomorrow at Boxing Day. I said, I'm not even in the squad. He said, you're taking me to travel. That's what I'm like. I like all my players together. I went, nah, he's taking the piss out of me. So I just went then. That were it, boom.
That's it.
And then he put in the press that I'd refused to play a game on Boxing Day.
Gee, man, the fucking assholes, man, the managers.
So I look and go. And then again, I don't know, no grudges against him. I played against him in a charity 5-a-side and all that, and he set it up, but
You smash it.
I didn't really speak to him. Now I want in the Premier League when I were in the Championship. he was Chelsea, Barcelona and all that. So. But again, it is what it is. But I think, going back to it, my career was starting to go like that then. I was old, and I didn't want to then move from Birmingham to like Scunny or Leicester or like that. I was travelling, and you know it's like travelling.
Yeah.
As soon as you get older, your back starts going, hammies go, calves. So you don't look after yourself as much, which I wish I would have now. I look at it back and go, I wish I'd have looked after like my core stuff and all that with the say, as well as having a beer and having good food and all that. I maybe played another couple of seasons.
Did you miss it?
Yeah, I miss. Do you know, so daft it sounds, I'd rather run than do all the stupid crossing and shooting sessions and possession and all that. I used to just like running. So I like that, but I like the I miss the competitiveness.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing sports, like most lads are. They miss that. I miss the camaraderie of the changing rooms and things like that. That's why I go to the pub every day.
Because you went Lincoln after, didn't you? But you kept you playing.
I went Lincoln, but I got testicular cancer before that.
Yeah.
So I got cancer. I went to my Sheffield United contract finished in the July, and I went to Walsall because again I was thinking about getting into coaching. Dean Smith was there, who was Villa manager, but he was the youth team. He said, "Come in." He said, "Come and do some sessions with me." Blah blah blah. So, and then the manager, I can't remember the manager's name. He invited me. He said, "Oh, do you want to? You still look fit? Do you want to train with us?" So I trained, more or less ripped it up, and he just went, "Do you want to sign? This is on the Thursday." I said, "Yeah, not a problem." He said, "Report to the ground on Saturday. You'll be involved." So I had a lump on my testicle a couple of weeks before, so I was going to doctors on the Friday.
Did you find that yourself?
Yeah, you know what it's like messing about with yourself like this and all that. And I thought it were a spot, so I'm like trying to squeeze it, press it. No, what happened? The scab come on it, kind of thing. And I swear, a ballpoint pen, the ballpoint on the end of the pen, it was as big as that, not even as big as that. And it come and I thought, seems a bit bigger this. Not hurting me, I was fit as a fiddle, because all through when I left Sheffield United, I just smashed the gym, smashed it, and I was rock solid. And the doctor just went, the West Brom doctor was still contacted, he just went, "Listen, I'm going to send you to Bupa." I said, "It don't look good, does it?" And he just went, "Nah, to me it don't look good." So obviously he did a feel, and then went to Bupa, then got diagnosed with testicular cancer on the Friday, so I just went, "I've had enough."
Did you not feel any different? You know, like you said,
that was the fittest I've ever felt. The fittest I've felt in all my football career. Because obviously my contract were up at Sheffield United. I'm thinking, for me to get back into it, I'm going to have to be fit, big and strong. Never had a day off, just hit the gym, boom, 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 all that. Nothing, absolutely nothing.
It's frightening, that.
And it was like a pimple, that big bump. And then obviously I went to Bupa and they scanned me and just went, "You've got cancer." Boom. And you're thinking, whoa. Why? That was my first. Why me? I've never hurt anybody apart from on the pitch, kind of thing, to win football games. And then that was just it. So I looked at it and just thought. Obviously, my wife wasn't with now; she was with me. Obviously, tears. Then I went up north, went to see my mum and dad. Went up there, invited my mates round, just told them. Because I didn't know how bad it was. Didn't know how serious it was. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know if it spread or whatever.
Did the doctors not know at this point?
No, didn't now, because they scan it. So as soon as they scan it, if it's cancer, it radiates off. If it's not, it comes in. So they told me. So I didn't know how bad it was. So I'm thinking, I've got a weekend to go, boom. And then the doctor at Bupa said, "Listen, I'm the surgeon." He said, "Have you got any insurance?" And you never think about it, but I never had. You're always insured as a footballer.
Yeah.
You always get insured at your club. And I got no club. And the bloke said, "Well, I'm at the hospital Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm at Bupa Tuesday, Thursday." He said, "The difference is about £5,000. He said, "It's only for sandwiches after." He said, "I'm being honest, I do exactly the same operation." And I went, "Get me in that one." I said, "I'm not bothered, get me in." So on the Wednesday, boom, Eric cut out. And thankfully for me, it had not spread to any of my body, which was touch wood.
Yeah.
So, but the good thing about it, I then come out and explain what had happened, and I put an article in the paper, and a lad from Bradford, his mum contacted me. He'd read the article, only 16, read the article, and he'd found a lump about 6 months before, and he only come down because I'd done the article in the paper. Yeah. He said, "Oh, I've watched Geoff at Guiseley, blah blah blah." He said, "Mum, I've got a big lump," and he'd got cancer. It did spread, but he's all clear now. So just me going into the papers and telling people about it, because people go, "Oh, some people don't want to ask you, you're all right now." I said, "Listen, it makes it look a bit bigger. I've only got one." I said, it makes the meat look bigger. That's how I dealt with it. I know it's not a joking thing about cancer, and it's not, but that's how people deal with it. People deal with stuff different. I didn't go depressed. Do you know what I mean? I just went, boom, let's get it out and fight it.
Did you go to the doctor straight away?
Yeah.
Or was it for
No, I went to the doctor straight away. When I found it, it got a little bit bigger, slightly bigger, and that's when I went, just going to have to go and see.
You think it could have been different if you hadn't have gone straight?
Yeah. It's like when you go back to John Hartson, where he had it, found it, and he didn't go straight away, and it's spread. Do you know what I mean? And he's lucky. I know it's like, and it's like Lance Armstrong was saying, there's different people that they're scared to go to doctors. Do you know what I mean? And check yourselves, and it's...
You just always think that's never going to happen to you, though, don't you?
Yeah, of course you do. Everybody does. Everybody does.
Especially a fit
footballer. A fit lad.
How can it happen to a fit
footballer?
footballer?
Exactly. It can happen to anybody. So, mad, life-changing. And it calmed me down, changed me as a person.
Did it, when you said when you went to the Lincoln, and you kept that playing option open, do you think that kind of played a part where you're thinking, do you know what, I've still got something to give?
Well, I hadn't. I had the testicle removed, and then everything were all clear. This was about 6 months after, so I'd done no training. I just went, I've had enough, blah, blah, blah. Went to Dublin to celebrate that I got the all clear, blah, 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 with the lads, been on the bender for 3 days. And then I get a text off Peter Jackson, who I played at Halifax with. He texts me, I'm a Lincoln manager, blah, blah, would you like to come and like train? I don't know if you're interested. No, actually, how we got talking, he said, I've got this book that I want to send you on something about being positive and cancer and all this. I said, send it me.
Well, because he had it, didn't he?
Yes, he had it, that's why he contacted me.
Right,
so
did he have throat cancer, were it?
Yes, he got throat cancer. Yeah, I think he's had it twice, Pete. And he just sent, look, I'm going to send you this. I said, all right. I said, I could still, jokingly, I was in Dublin at the time, and I went, I could still do a job for you, boom. And he went, I'll see you Monday morning. I said, I can't, I'm in Dublin. He said, I'll see you Thursday. No, I'll see you Tuesday. And I thought he was joking. I said, seriously? And he went, yeah, come on. So I'll put you up in an hotel, come on, see how you feel. So we've gone train and gone into his office, if you knew her, and him and all that, and sat there talking, and he says, we're running today. I went, fuck. I said, Pete. I said, he said, you can't call me Pete now. I said, I'm Gaffer. I went, you go fuck off. I said, you know him to Pete? And he went, all right, Gaffer. I said, doing a running session. I went, all right. I said, well, I ain't done anything for about 6 months here. So
I've just been in Dublin for 3 days.
I was fitter than every single one of them. Just boom, boom, doing that, bang, bang, bang. And he just went, do you want to play? So I just played as a pay-as-you-play thing. It wasn't even about the money, it was just try to help him out and just keeping football again and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? But it was hard work, because I was stopping in a hotel and travelling and all that, and I was going to start doing my badges, but it was all right, decent.
You did your badges, obviously assistant at Port Vale, which we spoke about before. But now, you're obviously doing all your charity work. Yeah,
when Mickey come back to Port Vale, a lot of people don't know, Jim Gannon got the sack, then the season after that, Mickey come back in. And I was doing stuff, but I wasn't enjoying it. I was going to work, and my miss was saying, look, you don't look happy and all this. And I didn't, and I said to Mickey in April, I just said, listen, I've had enough, I'm going to have a change. So I'm not. He said, well, once you come out of it, it's really hard to get back in. I said, I know that, so I'm going to do something different. So did that, I had 12 months off, played too much golf, playing too much snooker, and getting pissed too much. And I was spending money and not earning money, kind of thing. So how I got into it, I bought a little van, 500 quid van. I've got handy skills. I can do the decorating, the wooden floors, and basic maintenance. Set a maintenance company up and just started doing bits of maintenance around here, being involved in it. And I started working on a house with people with mental health issues. So they were self-harmers, so they've got drug issues, alcohol issues. Started working in these houses for this woman, and just decided to set the foundation up just to do a Q&A, raise a couple of grand to take them bowling, take them out of their environment they're in, so take them to Western or the coast or wherever. And that's how it all started. So after about 18 months after that, she got ill and said, would you like to do it on your own? So I've now got 6 houses and charity status in about a week. So helping, I'm just in again with the Royal British Legion, so I'm in association with them to help veterans as well, which is, I've got a big video to do on Friday, going to Poppy Day, so we do that. So we house people from all walks of life, marriage breakdowns, and it's so easy to be homeless. People think homeless people are on the streets and they're sat in doorways begging. They're not. It's sofa surfing on your nan's couch, your mum and dad's. If you've come back in a relationship, a lot of marriage breakdowns and things like that. So a lot of the people that we house have got mental health issues due to drug addiction, alcohol addiction, from mental, sexual abuse from 3-year-old, 4-year-old, self-harmers, people trying to commit suicide. So we're trying to help them get back. First and foremost, try to house them. Secondly, we then, once the mental state's correct, we then try to get them into training, so for the jobs, working at food banks, things like that, and then getting them into independent living, getting them a job and getting them into independent living. And it's something that I'm passionate about and love.
Do you get a lot of satisfaction from it?
I get more satisfaction out of that than scoring at Villa Park, scoring in the final, scoring in the West Brom game, because it puts a smile on somebody's face. I've always been a people's person. I can talk to a Villa fan, a whatever fan, Wolves fan, all these fans, talk about football, but some of these people haven't been dealt a good deck of cards. Do you know what I mean? Again, they've come from broken backgrounds. Not all of them. We've got a lad who we've just housed. His mum died 12 months ago. His dad then died 6 months ago, all in space of 12 months. He's in a council house and he's not on tenancy. So as soon as they declare that death certificate, he's homeless. Boom, straight to homeless.
It just seems as though everything sort of it just all one thing leads to another thing, leads to another thing, leads to another thing.
The vulnerability, the mental health, the drugs, the alcohol, it's all entwined.
Yeah.
So it affects people. Do you know what I mean? Anxiety. I've done talks at a couple of football clubs where I've gone in and said, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. Not about raising money, it's about raising awareness of the mental health, which is huge at the minute, which a lot of the veterans have got because they've come from that kind of environment into what am I going to do now? And then it's not them that's affected, it's also the wife and the families that affect us. That's why there's a lot of marriage breakdowns.
Yeah.
Not just ex-veterans, but people, do you know what I mean? So it's all different walks of life. We've got all different people, women and men. And it is the job satisfaction. It's the best thing in the world, even just going and having a coffee with them and chatting. And I always say that football makes the world go round, and it does, because I've got Villa fans in there, I've got Wolves, I've got Blues. Do you know what I mean? They're all connected to it in some way or form.
So it's not just putting a smile on someone's face, is it? Like you say, you're putting a smile.
It is, yeah. But
you're putting a smile on someone's face when you're playing football because they go home smiling if you're winning. But you're changing people's lives, not just putting
and that's what you're trying to do.
Effectively, you're only losing your job away from smiling into.
Of course you are. We had a lad that worked for Virgin. He got into marital troubles, had too many to drink, got in his van, got done for drink driving. Obviously lost his job, lost his licence, then lost his missus, and he got no family to help him out, and then he got no home. She kicked him out. Boom, 45-year-old. Where's he go? He's got no support network, which is vital. That's why a lot of these people are homeless, or they've burnt the bridges with people. So if they have got drug dependency or alcohol dependency, they're going to have that. Boom, I'm having that. I'll sell that for my drugs. Or I'll sell that even if it's your mum, your dad, your nan, your granddad. They will do it because they're survivors at the end of the day. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But if we can help them, we get donations from all kinds of things, from Volkswagen vans, Dreams beds, Greg's. It's been really good. Oakland International Food.
Are you pretty hands-on with it all? Do you get right involved?
My scruffs, believe it or not. I was going to turn up in my scruffs, but I've usually got my Snickers on, my trainers, and my shirt is full of silicone and paint. The lads take the piss out of me in the pub and go, you've been siliconing again, haven't you, pal? You go like that, so it makes it look like...
And I'd still rather you come with that than double denim.
It's better than double denim, that. But now I'm always hands-on. I do all the maintenance myself, unless if there's a fire door that's been smashed in and somebody's got to come and fix it, or gas electric. I've got specified people that come in and do that, but I'm full on all the time, so I don't work full-time, but I'm in the office at 8 o'clock. I'll work till 1 o'clock. And just go around and see if there's bits of maintenance, light bulbs, things falling off, leaks in the radiators and things like that. So I am full on. But I prefer it that way. I don't want it to get too big when I'm sat in an office and I don't see the people and do you know what I mean? I love seeing them every day.
And like I say, it can happen to anyone, can it?
He's so easy.
All walks of life.
So easy. And there's so many, it's not just and again, we try to help with the donations that we get. We just try to help people in my accommodation. We help families that are on the breadline, so they don't want to be on benefits. They've got to work to pay the bills and then going for food and things like that. So we do donations for that, for Women's Aid and all kinds.
What's the charity called then, Geoff?
Geoff Horsfield Foundation. So it'll be charity status in about a week, which is good. So that's been ongoing for about 6 months.
So we'll get the website up and the
we'll get the link in the description on YouTube and on the podcast. And if anybody wants to help and can help, then please do. Well, cheers, Geoff.
Yeah,
No
thank
problem,
you
it's
very
been a
much.
pleasure.
Thank you, mate.
Been a pleasure.
I can't believe we've only got one bollocking off fucking the old guy, the old secretary at the golf club.
Just say, if you can hear them in the background, I've had an interval on the bridge game, so I'm just having a tea and cake.
It's all kicking off in there.
Well, brilliant that, mate. Top man.
Cheers,
Jeff.
thanks,
Appreciate it.
There you go.
I feel like buying mops, I still haven't been. For a piss.